Ooh,
There's a lot more fire on this map than I remember.
You know, fire's been spreading. But yeah. Ooh. I'd like to, get the recap for inspiration. Also, I'm pretty sure the fire is on that map in that radius, because you cast a fireball in that exact pattern. And, you know, it's pretty flammable interior.
Yeah. I believe I was also pretending to be, Burn the Heretics Inquisitor.
It's true.
Person.
It's true.
I feel like, what happened last time could literally be summed up to fire, Empire, pretending the Empire is taking over the lumber mill and killing everybody.
I
Also
mean,
did a lot of people saving.
Killing the cultists. Mostly this guy here needs to die.
Yeah.
there's
Who
been a
were
lot
you
of...
pretending to be, by the way, Ian?
I believe it was the head of the Inquisition.
Yeah, but what's his name?
Osmond Tarn.
Osmond Tarn.
Awesome turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Sage, who is Cendric Tharn?
Let's see here.
Because I have that name in my head and I know it's yours, but I can't. I don't even know if it's from this campaign. But
I have a lot of Tharns, so, let's see here. Give me the first name again.
it's either Cendric or Thendric.
Cedric.
Let's see.
I don't think so.
NPCs. One of my NPCs in here.
Not being able to remember must have really been a thorn in your side.
See what you did there, and you need to go in your corner.
Can I have mod powers, please? Just for this instance, whenever Sky or Devil make a bad pun.
See, I have in my server that Sky is in, multiple different tags are in like the shame corner, the no corner, the Y corner, and I give them these on a near weekly basis.
The problem is I have no shame, so you can't put me in the shame corner.
And I claim them as trophies.
Wow.
The goal is to one day get 4 corners to make a room.
Either which way. Shit's still in combat land. You guys have triggered the camp. They are now full out combat. It's crazy. Shit's on fire.
I think most of them are fleeing though. Like at least these.
Yeah, I mean anyone who's blue are pretty panicked because of the fact that, well, Osmond's Tarn's here.
And there's fire, and there's Go home before you don't have a family anymore to go home to.
But yes, we ended at the end of Ein's turn and the beginning of Garridan. So it is your turn, Garridan, as I go and put on combat music.
Wait, did somebody do the recap for inspiration?
I mean, the recap was pretty much shit still in combat land.
Okay,
That's the recap.
Yeah, no, Devil's recap was inspiration. I mean, last session was pretty much, you could sum it up in 3 words. So, shit's fucked, fam.
Shit's fucked. Yeah, shit's fucked. Everything went wrong, and now stuff's on fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
Yeah, medium. I can't actually end there. I'm just gonna just I'm gonna move and dash and be next to this dude.
Excellent. Alright. And from there, we'll go to Ragna. Well, Ragna's got her blades out, and she's next to a militia, so she's gonna swing at them. Bladed Fury. She cuts into them twice, dealing 21 damage. I believe she's also raging, so that would be another 8, so 29 damage. Bleh! And she cleaves that one down, seeing this one seemingly staggering back a bit.
Wait, but weren't we doing non-lethal?
Well, yeah, you know, cleaving him down to unconsciousness. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. They didn't need the arm anyway.
They didn't need it. It's fine. Anyways, seeing as this one looks like they're possibly fleeing, she is going to sheath her blades with her item interaction. She can't see him, and You have him pretty covered, Garrison. But
True.
looks like she's looking towards the archer, yeah. Alright, and then she's going to move forward to take cover.
Alright.
Militia Archer 1. Hey, look, he's going to do his fleeing thing.
You're not paid enough for this.
That was 35 to there. He's just going to move to there. And does he have a bonus action dash? I don't remember. No. Okay, he's going to just dash to there. Militia Archer 4, the one upon the wall, is going to look out and fire an arrow towards Hibibib. Because he can see Hibibib.
Alright, he doesn't get to keep his family.
Alright, so that would be a 18 to hit for 8 damage, and then a 13 to hit for 7. Hibibib has an AC of 17, however, they are a monk. And did I give him the deflect missile feature? I did, okay. So they're going to deflect that missile that hit them for 8 damage, taking D8 plus 5 plus... They instantly catch the missile. And the guy, I think, is too far away to throw it back at them, so I'm not going to bother with that. Yeah,
Okay,
2060.
This guy?
So,
I
no.
mean, you could just RP-ly throw it back and have it just land like 5 feet away.
So the missile goes phew, phew, spin, flick, and flings it back into the tower. Bam. All right. This archer looks concerned. All right, let's just soldier 7. He is panicked and feared from Ein, but he can see his commander. So he does get a check. It's not like an instant, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. So here is
I thought
his...
they already made that check last turn.
He still has the condition of frightened, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't. You know?
Ah, okay.
Okay, no, he's totally disengaging. Have fun. Take 40 to there. Do I have any bonus action options? Nope. Okay, carrying on. The cultist zealot next to Garrison. Let's see. I know this guy's used a lot of his spells already, so I just need to see what he can do. Alright. He's going to ready his spatha, and then he's going to place a hand upon it, kind of striking the blade across his palm as blood begins to drip upon the blade, and with that, he'll incant a basic prayer in Primordial, and from that prayer, the blade will light and fire as he casts Searing Smite. So he's going to try to slam into you.
Well, that's my thing. That's rude.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey, guess whose AC is 22?
Ah, damn. Very nice.
I want to see if I'm gonna do something.
He was commanded to run.
You are right. You see that he was going to do this, but then he remembered that he is a banana and has to leave. So he does provoke from you.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Excellent. Completely forgot about his
I don't
command.
have any kind of advantage on him. That's just a straight roll.
Straight roll, yeah.
Of Warcaster, so.
My spell that spell slot back. There we go. Alright, that will most certainly slam him for 14 points of damage.
Alright, no, not just that.
And then your smiting of
Here you go,
12.
take another 12.
As the blade cuts deep into his body, you see the wound pulses with a radiant energy as his soul seems to be singed from the radiance of your, well, your...
Hey, you. Your gods up.
Shit! He keeps running. Oh no. As a single tear drops from his eye.
Pterodactyl could shoot him down.
Alright. Monster Soldier 6, likewise, has to give me that save. Alright, he is going to shake his head, hearing the words of his commander, and he is going to step forward.
Well, what's the DC?
DC is 15.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to step forward with his mighty weapon. What kind of armor are you wearing?
I believe it was breastplate.
Sure, make it. I'm just seeing if he can use this upon you. Okay.
I can double check. Literally, it's the same armor from level 1.
Gotcha. Now, it is important if you are wearing medium or heavy armor, so that's what I need to know.
Okay. Yeah, it is breastplate.
Okay, so he has advantage on his attack because of his breaching property.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit for 13.
Ow. Okay.
He only has the one attack per round, but he does have a secondary option. Are you wearing a shield?
No.
Okay. He cannot use his bonus action in this case, then. He is going to instead just kind of use his bonus action to glare at you. Lunara.
Nope.
You are
This
muted.
guy needs to go.
What are the blue guys circled for?
They are essentially fleeing combat. Anyone who of the blue guys who can see the Cultist Whisperer, who is not a commoner, have a chance that they might turn back in the Cultist's favor, but right now they are full on fleeing. Especially if they have the fear state on them, in which case the DC is actually higher than 15.
I would suggest that if you're going to attack the Whisperer, you ready the attack for me to get close.
I ready the attack, then I can't take both my attacks.
Why not?
You
You
want
can't ready an action and a bonus action.
Yep.
Oh.
I could delay until after you,
Yeah.
but
delaying only works in the first round of combat.
what?
Technically, delay
Yeah,
doesn't
fine.
exist at all in 5e, but I allow it to exist in the first round.
5e is...
I suggested ready.
I'm not gonna ready and not take an attack. That's not worth it, even with pack tactics. Oh, actually. Let me measure.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna mark this guy as not dead real quick. Oh. Don't mind me.
That is an absolutely pathetic range.
There we go.
Oh wait, hold on. Sage, why does Moonlight Howl have an area of effect of 15 feet when it can only 15 feet when it can be heard up to 300 feet?
The supernatural benefits of the feature are within close range, but those far enough away can still hear it. So you can use it in two different fashions, really. You can use it for the mechanical effect of, hey, you're scared, or you can use it for the effect of, I want to alert my companions with this really loud howl. Because normally, if you just, do a normal, yell, you might not hear it from 100 feet away. But with a howl, it's a guaranteed you can hear it easily, 100% within 100 feet. So you could use it in, more RP senses in that regard.
I guess 15 feet just seems really low. Like, I'm 1 square away from where you were. Nope, not scared. But, I'm just, working it out as I try to measure.
Mm-hmm. No, it's 300 feet. Better for the flavor.
Yeah, that's what I was just like, it doesn't, yeah. Okay. I think it's here. This is the one spot I can hit both of them.
No?
I am the Inquisitor, but I'm not particularly worried about it.
Very good, very good.
They're gonna pass. Alright, so yeah, I am going to throw my head back with a grin and let loose a blood-curdling howl.
Excellent. Alright, what is your DC?
Does it matter? They're already running away.
But increases their DC to not go back on to the offensive.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping to induce fear, so they kind of make sure they run away. My DC is 8 plus 3 plus 2, 15.
Wait, huh?
Unless I have anything that...
8 plus 3 plus 2 is 13.
Oh yeah, I don't know, I was thinking 10.
Probably Pathfinder. Starts at 10. Alright, and what's the damage?
D6.
Well, yeah, but it's a d6 equal to your proficiency bonus, so you would have 3d6.
Oh, so it's 3d6.
Yeah. And you know what the damage is, so I can put it in the AoE spell.
That's kind of a sad 3d6.
I mean,
Really
6, 12,
is.
18. It's, not bad. Alright, here we go. And AoE spell on my 3 peeps. I can find the button I need to find. There it is. Alright. The Whisperer seems to resist the effect, but the other two, the Militia, hear the call, and you see some blood begin to ring down their ears, and their faces contort into fear. Alright, very good, very good.
I'm gonna finish my movement, because I have 40 foot of speed. Yeah, I'm still eating. Thank you. And as a bonus... Yeah, that was an action. Okay, as my bonus action... I think we've ruled this before. Because it's an attack, my second blade, which says if you have attacked, you can attack again with your offhand, can be used?
Yes. Moonlit Howl replaces an attack in the attack scheme, so it just is like you're attacking normally. But instead of using your first dagger, you'd use your Howl.
Okay, make it so.
Alright. The dagger will swing out towards the Whisperer, dealing 13 damage, unless I have anything that can prevent this from hitting me. See, 22 to hit. My AC is that. Alright. Let me look at my reactions now. They're not spells. Nope, that blade will find purchase, slamming into me for 13 points of damage. That is psychic damage, though, correct?
It should be. I'll double check, but I'm gonna guess yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Alright. As the blade sinks into the creature's form, you see the creature winces a little bit, but not as much as you were expecting. He seems resistant to psychic damage.
Okay.
Alright. Very good, very good. Anything else?
God, I had Tactician active last night, so I'm like double thinking everything, and I'm like, oh wait, it's not that serious. I don't think so, no.
Alright, from there we move on to his concentration check, because he did hit. Do I have that particular feature?
You are both in the mind link. He can tell you exactly where he is.
Alright. I maintain concentration on my summoned creatures.
Oh wait, right. They need concentration. Actually, just do enough damage to make him drop concentration, please.
Alright. This guy here is likewise going to be doing that their check of the wisdom. He is not enough. However, he is between a rock and a hard place in that you both are blocking the entrance. But this is an ally, so he can just do this. Disengage, and he's going to get to there.
Okay.
Alright. Ready.
Alright, so, in the mind link says that I can know your location.
Not
I'm literally at the-
exactly.
I can just say I'm literally at the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is enough to let you know that they are basically here.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I can move up and over to here and attempt to forcibly move Ein down. Actually, that's the second problem. You look like someone else.
I can also tell you who I'm disguised as.
Yeah, but I don't know who that guy looks like.
Yeah, but he can easily say, I'm the one wearing a hood, or...
Hood, tacky armor. Looks
I mean,
like
He
a-
could also
they
say I'm the one on
shape-
the right.
yeah.
If they only shape change, they'd still be wearing like the exact same clothes, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you pop up and you see a weird elf-looking dude in Ein's clothing.
Alright, yeah,
Probably
I'll
doesn't.
go over and grab the weird Ein looking dude, or the weird Ein looking dude. I like this. The weird Ein looking dude is gonna get grabbed and tossed
Okay.
out of the house, like
Okay.
forcibly manhandled.
The Iron cosplayer. Yeah. I'm giving them a reputation for
Say
cosplaying
30.
also.
So I can grab you. I'm assuming you don't resist the grab.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna resist the grab.
All right, I can move you. I think. I move up 5. Here 30. So I've got 15 more movement. So gonna move you over to there.
Here. Here.
Yeah, either one works. Yeah.
Probably here. Thank you.
Yep. And that's my turn, I guess.
Aha. Let me just... Did you move away from this guy's friend?
I did, yes.
Okay, I was reading
his,
the message, so...
His was forced movement, but
Excellent.
I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Yours was not, so are you wearing medium or heavy armor?
I am wearing medium armor, I believe.
Alright, well, because of breaching, this is an advantage, so that is a 15 to hit for 9.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't hit.
Excellent. He swings at you wildly, but he just catches the door's frame rather than you. Fucking shit. Anything, and from there, go to Militia Pikeman 1. Alright. This guy cannot see his master, but he is also a little panicky because he's got the yellow, which means that his DC is higher.
The bright side is someone tried to attack me, so my rage continues.
And bye. Yes, he is fleeing the combat. At this point, I'm probably going to remove him from combat unless you guys really want to chase him.
No.
Yeah, so, Terrence the pikeman leaves combat. Boop. Alright. Militia Soldier 4. This guy has an increased DC because of his particular fear. That's a check, not a save. That's a save. Alright. He seems to narrow his eyes. And then looks still a little scared. But he sees through the falsity. Or, the, you know, I wouldn't say the falsity, but he seems to turn back towards the cult side. Yellow red. He's still frightened, though, so he cannot approach Lunara. At least not until the end of his turn, and if he passes the save. But right now, with his action and whatnot, he's going to use his bonus action to Second Wind himself. For 16 points of damage. And then with his action, you'll see that he seems to ready something. Alright, that's his go.
Make a perception check to see what?
You can roll
Or is it like
tactics.
Tactics is what?
It is a wisdom-based skill. Alright, he is readying the charge action, which allows him to move up to his speed and make a single attack at the end of this movement.
Okay.
Costs 2 stamina to do. Yeah, he's elite. Just making sure. Alright, and that's what he was doing. Terranath has gained initiative. Terranath is going to shoot some arrows out of their cultist. Pew! Pew! Well, that is a confirmed crit. And that is a total of 26 damage, as the cultist is peppered and sent to the Shadow Realm from the arrows. Can't do non-lethal arrows. Also, he's a cultist. And Terranath will then move forward.
I always thought it funny that you can't do non-lethal arrows. Oh no, I've been shot in the foot, I'm dying!
I mean, you can if you purchase blunt arrows specifically, but, you know. It is a thing. Technically, though, if you did call shot someone's foot with a lethal arrow, I'd be like, it's not lethal. But you'd be call shotting at that point. Right.
Ailey is going to go fly over this way. They have 560. Awesome. Right. Move to under here to not get shot.
Hmm.
And is going button. Cast Fly as a touch spell targeting Garridan through my familiar.
Oh, damn.
Garridan, I think they might need your help inside. Better get going.
Right. Yes, we will show these ignorant fools just how high the Empire soars above their peasantry.
And Ailey's gonna fly back that way a little bit.
Alright, very good, very good. Anything else?
I can't bonus action cast a spell, so I'm done.
Alright, Militia Archer number 6. They are super scared. Their DC is higher. Saving throw, Wisdom. And they're running. Okay. Beep, beep. Alright. For those outside of the area of combat, Militia Pikeman 2, Militia Soldier 5, and Archer 5, seeing all this, they're just going to fleece. Because I realize they're not actually in the initiative, so I'm just going to have them pop away into the Oblivion. Safely combat. Boop. Anyways, back to Beep Beep. Beep Beep is going to run, jump, and climb. And they're going to roll some checks to see if they can get up here. Using their key points to, get the extra movement. Did I give them skill checks in their token? I mean, that is a number. That is not the number I'm looking for, but that is a number. I rolled a natural 17. And, easily. They easily jump from here, get on our top side using their key. They get the bonus dash, which means they can reach Militia Archer 4, and then we'll slam them with the action attack. Which is not going to hit, unfortunately. They did some crazy acrobatic moves as they kickflip up onto the card and ride along, jumping to the gate. That's all they can do, though, and we go to Archer number 3. Archer number 3s get a save of their own. It doesn't even matter if they can see him, because that's not enough. They just do a little flee to there. Yazkar. No, we do them in DM view. Because they're still doing their thing. Their hidden stuff. 40 feet to there, 45 feet to there. Alright, Yasker will use his base movement to get to here. I forgot to change his elevation. As he exits the main hall of the lumber mill. He's gonna look around, seeing you up fighting with Osmond Tarn, where he's going to rush to your side to help you.
I am.
Oh yes, I'm fighting with him. Okay.
He just sees you dragging Osmond Tarn out of this building, so he doesn't know he's on the mind link.
Wait, who is?
Yasker. He's going to go help Wary fight Osmond Tarn.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is wearing Iron's clothes.
Yeah, he is,
I
but
don't know
it's
if
like...
you should give him, like, a...
He's not going to attack. I'm just saying, like, he instantly sees, oh shit, I need to go help out Wary.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, brief moment. He doesn't even register the clothing so much as the fact that Osmond Tarn's here.
Nope.
Alright.
Mean,
But,
Wary might be
to
just
be-
brushing off the soot that's accumulated on Tarn's clothes right now. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's
To
fine.
be fair, Ein's traveling clothing is pretty standard traveler's affair. So yeah.
Alright, and this guy is also going to run. Alright, Cultist Whisperer 1 has gained initiative. Yes. Get my notes to see what I've used thus far. I have that accessible. I do have this accessible. I do have my sorceries and most of my spells, actually. So this guy's pretty freaking set. In this case, as you stand before me, Lunar, he will look down upon you. Beneath me. Gods, handle this wretch. He uses his action to call for guards. Hold a moment while I go grab some mooks. Let's see. I have way too many creatures on my
I was
Limbo
actually
map.
hoping you'd clean that up. Talking and making some sort of skill check, like an intimidation roll, that I couldn't do until my turn, right?
I mean, you can talk, but if it's intimidation, like you're wanting a mechanical effect, it'll be really rare if I'll allow it outside of your turn.
And I just wanted to say something to the guards as they showed up, but yeah, I get that.
Alright. As this occurs, you'd see two guards from beyond this point here rush in. I believe the wording is to his side. Yeah, so they technically would summon, air quotes. They don't actually summon. And appear next to him. And they go immediately after he does. So I'm just going to give these guys and the Whisperer a purple halo so I know they all go at the same time, essentially. Alright, that was his action. Now for his bonus action. Oh, I also need to mark that ability as being down because it is a recharge ability. And I could summon more Cursed. It is a concentration ability, so I would have to use my Master Summoner feature to be able to do it. Fuck it. Yeah, he's going to use his bonus action to use Conjure the Cursed, since it did recharge. And he's going to use it to conjure Fiend Wings. And you'll spend the additional sorcery points to do it subtly so it looks like Osmond Tarn's casting. And by that I mean I'm about to roll a deception to make it look like that, but you know. Alright, and let's see, here's my deception bonus of...
Okay.
Alright. Doesn't really help the fact that this guy's frightened. He actually is more frightened as he sees 8 of these weird demonic bat demons show up. Everyone else who is currently fleeing, who can see Osmond Tarn, which is pretty much this guy, will get a new save at the start of their turn rather than just continuing to flee. Because, you know, it's time to fucking go. Anyways, that is his summoning. I will grab those in a second, but that's all you can do, and I'll click next to go to... Oh shit, it's my creatures. Okay, I'll grab my minions. And I'll do my minions next to me as well. These ones have to roll initiative normally.
If he thinks Austin Tarn summoned those, wouldn't he be more inclined to flee?
I mean, it's more inclined to be frightened, but it's more inclined of, oh shit, the cult's right. Because right now you guys have been trying to like convince them that, you know, the cult's crazy. And
I mean,
yeah.
didn't these things didn't I literally attack these demons while they walked?
Through a fireball, you didn't attack the
Yeah,
demons.
you attacked
Yeah,
people. They were
threw-
just happened to be collateral damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hit any of them with the fireball either.
Well, you know.
It doesn't matter.
Not by
you
chance,
attacked
though.
this-
Yeah,
You
that's what
attacked the
attacked me.
house.
All right, I'm going to just give one of these because there's 8 of these little buggers, and they're all going at the same time because that is a lot of initiatives to be dealing with. So this one here will be the initiative tracker, and I'll give him a yellow halo. Now all the other ones, I think someone within 60 feet of me. 90, yeah, okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And I will summon them in the air. This is going to be... I should have not used the macro. The macro was much slower, actually. It's fine. Anyways, those cultists are then going to attack you, Lunara. Alright. Cultists are pretty simple. They're just gonna, you know, stab you with a dagger. Dagger stab. Does not confirm. Other one. Will cast a spell as he goes to dagger stab you, as this blade lights in fire. Dagger stab. Okay, it's a horrible miss. Carrying on.
I
From
just
there,
look at them.
I'm going to add this guy to the initiative, because I have not done that yet. There we go. Initiative should be sorted, and we go to the Misshapen. Misshapen instantly suffers a d6 points of fire damage, as they are in fire. Alright, damage applied to my Misshapen buddy. I need to go bring up the Misshapen monster notes on my bestiary. Okay, they're pretty simple. Cool. Cool. And we'll bound forward to here. As the creature is then going to swing out a bite towards the fleeing soldier. Which will crunch upon him, dealing 10 points of damage. And with the bonus
Double
action,
checking if there's something I can do for that.
I forgot that his ability's down. Let me go roll for that. It's not back up. Okay, with the bonus action, he is not able to use it because it did not recharge. So that's all he can do. The other Misshapen is going to do something very similar. But he is going to bite and drag this guy out. So it's a grapple attempt. Which is a +4. Okay. 17 versus the malicious +6. Okay. Alright, the guy is tempted to be dragged, but nothing happens. The creature does have his ability down, so I'm going to roll d6 to see if he gets it back. 4-6, yep, he gets it back, and he's then going to use it as he spits a globule of some weird necrotic energy in Wary's direction. As he uses Life Drain upon you, Wary. Fun save.
Oh yes, the one thing that we don't want me hit by.
Yes.
Hey, I have a question. Do the Misshapen, is that a concentration thing?
Misshapen are concentration from the Whisperer, as are the Fiend Wings, actually, which implies that he can concentrate on at least 2 summons at once.
Then shouldn't he have made a concentration save when... Oh, he did.
I did. I rolled an 18 or something like that.
Is life drain magic?
It is considered a supernatural effect, which means magic resistance applies.
Okay.
Alright. Very good, very good. I believe it's a save or suck, so, very nice. Militia Soldier 3. This one way down here is going to rush forward. He cannot reach the bats. He can reach Ein. So he's going to charge forward,
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
spending his last 2 stamina to get a single attack against you. And you are wearing breastplate, so he does have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 25 to hit, for 7 damage.
Alright. Guess I'm going to actually do that. Intimidate something.
Alright. And that's all he can do, so from there we go to the top of the round with Ein.
Alright. Well, first things first, I need some healing back, so didn't want to hit this guy, but actually, hold on. Can I actually hit this misshapen from here with the spiritual weapon?
From there, you could. The misshapen would have cover.
Alright, militia soldier, you're my healing fodder. No, I'm not sorry. You fucking hit me.
It's true.
And also, I think I need to make an example to boost my intimidate. So, on the militia soldier, never mind. I'm never going to get the healing from that.
Alright, the fox tries to leap out and give him plushy slams, but it misses, unfortunately.
Well, it's not a fox right now. It's the.
Oh, it's his scepter. Yeah, no, the scepter swings out towards him, but he manages to parry the blow, knocking it to the side.
All right. Well, either way, I need to get healing somehow. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fireball Lunara. I'm going to just do this.
All right.
Hold on. I have evasion.
Do you want to take the chance against my fireball?
What do you roll? Like, what's your DC?
My DC is.
So,
16.
rogues get evasion at level 7. You're only level 5 rogue. You don't actually have it yet. Unless you have it from an item or something.
Well, we're level 6, but either way, that's
Yeah, but
still...
she's a fighter 1 rogue 5.
Oh, right.
No, I guess I don't. I don't know what character I'm thinking of.
Are you thinking of Uncanny Dodge?
That's probably what I was thinking of. Which
You
is
do have
not the
Uncanny
same
Dodge.
thing.
Which could be
Yeah.
helpful. But not in this situation. Yeah, same 3 targets, though? Or somewhere else?
It's going to at least be those 3 targets. It's
Okay.
more of Lunara, do you want to risk taking the damage? Or no?
You didn't tell me what your DC was.
16.
Right, well, one of the cultists save, the other one fails, and the Whisperer fails as well.
Well, hold on. I need to actually look at the macro. Because I could move it down here so it hits everybody here.
And if I do save, I take half, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 15. Are you willing to take, potentially take 30 damage to, like, fry all of them at once?
I kinda am, because I think they're gonna do more than 30 damage to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would tell you in the mind link just to do it.
Doing
Alright,
the Fiend Wings
yeah.
as well. And
Yeah,
this guy, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have enough range to get everyone.
Okay.
I need to make a statement here, basically. To basically re-intimidate people to getting the fuck out of here.
Sure. Alright. All but one of the Fiend Wings fails. The Fiend Wings can survive if they succeed. The Militia Soldier, same, even if he fails. The Cultists will instantly die, even if they save, because they have 15 HP. So both Cultists just turn into a disintegrating mess. With them doing this... let's see here. Order of Operations, they die, which means I suffer the damage at the same time they die. My reaction from the Whisperer then triggers. So I'll be using a reaction from the Whisperer in just a second. I need to get these guys killed.
Okay.
Alright, and then, let's see here. The Fiend Wing that saved was number 7.
And then I also heal 16. which is the real reason I did that fireball.
And these ones are both dead because they suffer 30. And then this one here, number 4 of the soldiers, also failed and suffers 15. Or 30. And then for the big boss, Honcho, he suffers 30 damage. He must make 2 concentration checks. One for the Fiend Wings, but we'll do the Misshapen first. Misshapen DC would be 15. So that's a pass. Now for the Fiend Wings, DC would be 15. That is also a pass. Alright, then we use my reaction, which is Stolen Vigor. Since they died because of the damage, my damage would apply before I actually use this thing, so I would heal for 23 after damage. It's true. Alright, you see a strange tether anchors itself from the Whisper into the body of the corpse on his left. The ashes flowing through this tether and into the body of the Whisperer as you see the wounds seem to regenerate, the burns wash away. And that is his reaction. Alright. Anything else for you, Ein?
Time for another intimidate check, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I could use the inspiration here, I could just take the damage.
You can have a lot of backup, so I would be fine, but I wasn't the one who did the thing, so.
That is a wary question.
You can have the inspiration. I got diverted from backing you up to help Ein, so it's only fair.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I'd be okay with that. I think I need a Garridan smiting here, though, against this guy. Because realistically, we can't kill all the summons. Especially not these guys. These guys suck.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, wait. Technically, can I side dive it?
Let's see here.
Because I know the... Oh, no, wait, that's not how that works. It's,
You could Destiny that, probably.
Side eye is only applied on ability checks. You could, or ability, skill, or tool checks. You could Destiny, though, if you'd like. You have 1 remaining for the day.
Yeah.
2 up.
So I have to roll, what?
2 or higher.
3 or higher?
Your DC is 16, right, Ein?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, 2 higher. 2 or higher. There you go. Alright, you pass and you suffer 15 fire. I'm just gonna do this for you.
Alright, and I
Actually,
kind of gotten how to roleplay him, but if I recall, did I have advantage on the Intimidate or no?
you did.
Okay.
If you don't, I was gonna take a free action to speak and give you advantage anyway.
Alright. This one up here to save. This one here gets a save. This one here gets a save. And here gets a save. Alright.
I guess it's a lot more convincing after I started fireballing them.
Mm-hmm. So, the 2 that were not feared are now feared. This guy would, full on go panic mode. He is pretty spooked.
I'm glaring straight at him because he hit me.
Yeah. These 2 who failed, their level of fear would increase by a step if applicable, which since you're doing a frightened condition, they did not fail low enough to actually gain cowering condition. But This one is still going to be running, probably.
Okay.
This one, their DC to flee has now been increased because they're now scared.
And this one?
Oh, I forgot about that one. Let me go and give them that check. Right, that one also gains level of fear.
Okay.
But same thing. He has a potential fling, but it's not a guarantee.
Okay.
So
Does
these
it look
two,
like-
potential fling, but not guaranteed. This one,
Does it look
however,
like-
he rolled a natural 1. The DC to gain the frightened condition was that, so he is actually cowering. He has to flee.
Okay, which means he won't attack me, right?
Yeah, cowering is a pretty bad condition. It's basically the stun condition for fear, I believe. Let me go bring it up. He actually might not be fleeing. He might just be pissing his pants in position. But let me grab it for you. The actual wording. Cowering. A cowering creature is frozen in fear and is incapacitated to see the condition. They cannot move, but they can speak, oftentimes, and barely hear it pleas for mercy. Attack rolls against them are made at advantage. Yeah, so it's the frightened version of stunned.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
Where should I move?
Also, did not mean to close that. I actually kind of want to keep my conditions open.
This guy's already fleeing, right? Like, he won't attack me?
He looks pretty flee. Unless the Whisperer does something on his turn to trigger otherwise, he's going to probably flee.
Alright, I am going to go here. I will... The Order of the Everblue has an icon, right? As like a symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will briefly flash it towards him just to go, hey, I'm not actually Oswin Tarn. Don't actually attack me!
Alright, roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
There's one person who could potentially see of import. This guy's fleeing, so it doesn't matter, but this guy might see.
Well.
Alright, well, Yazker will see it and give a little confused nod. And then seeing your clothing not really looking like the same outfit as Oswin Tarn, he will be like, okay, I understand now. It doesn't seem like anyone else noticed the symbol being flashed.
Okay.
Alright, from there we go to Garrison.
Basically, this is a setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pinning the blame on them.
Alright. Well, I'm there.
I'll change it to an object.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
move.
Garrison. One of the
dash.
cult bosses are in here.
How do you handle flying?
Just, you know, if you go up in elevation, it counts as 5. If for every 5 you go up in elevation, so on and so forth. And you can do diagonals the same you would diagonals normal, so you can go 5 forward, up, 15 forward, up, 5 forward, up, 15 forward, up, so on and so forth.
I would get to about here.
Flying has a base speed of 60.
Yeah, but I'm counting some diagonals going up. Well, how tall is this wall?
I believe the barrier for the gatehouse is 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm going up some diagonals to get to that, so that probably cuts me down to like a third to like 90 where I'm at.
You could also use the stamina, I believe, run action.
Yeah, you
just to
could
get
stamina
a
run.
little bit more.
I'm considering it. I'm just trying to remember what's the DC in my head.
Stamina run doesn't have a DC, it's just you'd roll a d4 times 5, and that's the additional movement you'd gain. Alternatively, you could use the other stamina options of charge if you wanted to try to do a running attack, but no one's really in range for that.
I think they're thinking of overexertion.
Oh, overexertion could work too.
I'll use the stamina run. So that's
15 feet.
15 more feet.
Yep, and it costs 2 stamina to do so.
Okay, that'll get me there. I can at least see people. Do I have anything I want to do? A bonus. I don't think there's really anything
Yeah.
particular. that would help in this
Mm-hmm.
moment, but yeah, I thought there was something with my shield lets me use bonus, but I don't see it. So
Gotcha,
yeah, that's
gotcha.
my turn.
No worries. From there, we go to Radagna, who's going to run forward. And will dash. Through there.
Wait, the door's open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because the
Well,
yeah,
then-
people running out.
Oh,
you-
I don't have to fly.
Would you like to go for
then.
forward more?
Yeah.
No problem.
hey Sage.
Yeah.
I just realized we've been forgetting something, and
What's
I
that?
blame you as
So,
much as me.
Sophia.
Atticus and Sullivan would have gone on my turn. Twice.
Well, what do they have done?
Attacked.
I don't think there were targets in range to be attacked. Besides
Well-
maybe the cultist who.
Yeah, they're currently attached to it. They could remove it swiftly, but everyone that they would have attacked are now dead. So
they're not
They're
attached. They
not
shrugged
attached.
off.
They shrugged off, that's why they don't have the grapple symbol. They could have at least moved in 2 times.
I mean, if you want, I can put them towards the combat, but that does mean that they will then be combatants in the combat up in the interior of the lumberyard.
Well, I don't know their attack stats. Could you give those to me real quick?
They basically have the same stats as a lion. Let me go grab that. It's a I typed PFSD when I meant to type 5e.
I've done that.
Yep, Discord. General OC. Here we go. Those are the stats. They essentially have that. Yeah, they would have an additional feature which is not listed, which is the charge feature. Essentially the same as a goat or a similarly boring-like creature like a deer or an elk, but you know, it's pretty similar to pounce. So I don't know why that's not on their token though. I thought I gave them token stat sheet. Apparently not. Maybe that's an old
If
token.
you did, I can't see them.
Yeah,
really
I don't see it
think
either.
I don't really think adding Sullivan and Atticus is going to be very beneficial and would probably be more detrimental.
I mean, I honestly am wanting to use them to cause fear more than anything else. But
Well, it's up to you. They're currently still with the caravan, just being hissy growl cats. I can have them move towards the lumber mill and start being all growly at that words, but as it stands, if they are going to be combatants, they might, since no one's actually controlling them right now, they might just start chasing people or fleeing because they're cats.
just leave them out of combat.
Yeah, I mean, like, see kitty cat, see someone running, it's pretty fun. Alright, from there we go to Militia Archer 1, who's they're going to continue running. These three, I'm just going to flip them off the end, since it seems like they're just going to get out of here. Not bother with them being in the initiative. Alright, this archer here, who is next to Habibip, is going to put away their bow, and by that I mean they're going to drop their bow. And then they're going to pull out their melee weapon, which is a dagger, and they're going to stab this Habibip. Dagger stab. As a misses, Habibip parries the blow. Militia Archer's sad. Alright, this guy here has to get a saving throw to see if he's going to flee. Oh yeah, no, he's booking the fuck out of here. Don't mind me, I'm just leaving. He would provoke from you, but he is obviously fleeing. Alright, this one inside, he also gets a save to flee. 19, okay, nope, he's still in the combat fray. He's being attacked, air quotes, by the Misshapen, so he's going to swing at the Misshapen. Because the lie might have been beneficial, get them to go against you, but it was not beneficial in them attacking his own allies. Alright, well, that was Eldritch Doom. Doesn't confirm the fumble, but it is certainly something. Alright. Good talk. Lunara.
Okay. Really, anyone left to intimidate? So sadly, the cool stuff I was gonna say, I'm probably not gonna say anymore. And I think to create stop this guy's concentration.
Hmm.
Hey Sage, what's his ballistic AC?
1 moment. Putting some fire down. There we go. Alright. His ballistic AC would be unchanged, actually. He's not wearing any armor. So his AC is the same as it would be normally, which is 16.
Trying to see if there's anything else I can do to break his concentration other than attacking him. Alright. Instead of a spectral dagger appearing in her hand, well, a spectral blade will appear in her hand, which is different. It's completely different, I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay. I really screwed up what I wanted to do with my bonus action. Well, actually, hey Sage, can I slightly reorder things?
How so?
Can I use steady aim as a bonus action first and get advantage on that attack?
Steady aim from what?
I don't know, I have it. I can't.
The cautious optional rule that.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one's not applied
advantage.
for rogues. I don't allow that one. Yeah, there's so many other things that I allow people to get advantage from that the one thing that just says rogues can always have advantage, I don't allow.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to change that. And I just fucking miss completely.
Alright. Both of your blows swing out towards the occultist whisperer, who manages to parry them to the side. Ting, ting. Alright, anything else?
I don't think it's worth moving. No.
Alright, from there we go to... where's this guy? Okay, here he is. He's right in front of you. He's gonna roll his save. Oh. Oh. He turns red. He's still frightened. But he's going to attack you, Wary. 26 to hit for 12.
I'll take that damage.
Yeah. And before you ask, he would have disadvantage if he did not have breaching. Which gives him advantage, so it's a flat roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, and you don't have a shield, do you?
No.
Gotcha.
Well, yes, but no.
How so?
It's a floating shield.
Okay, 1 second. Is it considered equipped, or is it just something you need to be attuned to? Like, let me look at the item itself. Where is that?
I think it's in
Animated shield?
Yeah, animated shield. It's technically not equipped because I can use both hands, but it's
Yeah.
technically equipped because it blocks things, so...
Yeah. You're considered the wielder for the purposes of the enchantment for most of the wording, so I would consider that you'd be a wielder for it for purposes of my disarm. So, bonus action,
Okay.
going to attempt to disarm you. I don't think you're going to fail because it's a DC 12 strength save, and you're a barbarian,
And I'm raging.
and you're raging, but you know. There it is.
Let's see. Strength, rage...
Yeah, it only floats for a minute.
I don't think it disarms me. Almost
Yeah,
did.
no, you're fine.
Almost did.
Mm-hmm. If you had disadvantage instead of advantage, it would have. Alright, he tries his best, but he fails. Alright. And from there, we go to Wary. He tried to disarm
well,
you.
That guy's action decided mine. Wary will straight up glare at him, step to right here, and attack the creature that attacked him.
Excellent.
Final Resurgence, Reckless Attack. I can't use Projector because the person moved out of range.
Now, by creature, you mean misshapen, or you meaning the militia?
The misshapen.
Gotcha. Right, a 22 will most certainly slam into the misshapen. The misshapen doesn't have any things to prevent said murder of their face. So that is 24 damage crashing into him.
Lovely. I'm also going to, well, actually...
As the blade crushes down, leaving a massive gash within the creature's upper left shoulder, you can see blood dripping upon the ground. A thick green, viscous-like liquid. The creature looks out towards you. Mm-hmm. Good thing your weapon counts as silver and cold iron, because he's resistant to non-silvered physical.
It is. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to use my second to attack to slam down into him too. And this time I'm going to attempt to bull rush him as well.
Excellent. 23 will most certainly slam him.
And now to remember how to bull rush.
It is an athletics opposed by my athletics or acrobatics. Base, if we meet, if you hit the DC, then I am pushed 5 feet away. For every 4 above that, you push me additional 5 feet. So you beat me by 8, which is a total of 15 feet away as you slam me back.
Alright. Just gonna do that and then turn to this guy who just attacked me and say, "You're fighting the wrong side. Leave now."
Full intimidation.
And intimidation for me is a strength thing, so advantage.
Mm-hmm. 3. Let's use this guy's skill check for an easier calculation of the DC. Yeah, no, natural 1.
Yep.
Alright, well, you think that he is changing from that to getting the fuck out of here. Let's change that to actually be signed. There we go.
I figured he's also probably changing his pants.
Yeah, a little bit. With a natural 1, he technically would be cowering, but he's getting the fuck out of here. Alright,
And that is sadly my turn.
From there, we go to the Fiend Wings, this swarm of bats, or bat-like demons. Alright, each of the Fiend Wings will let out a most painful, high-frequency screeching sound. Allows them to see. Because of this, they each gain 120-foot blind sight.
I'm sure that's fine.
It's actually how they see. The full wording's pretty fun. Anyways, Let's see here. They'll begin flying up this way. I'm going to send 2 to you, or 3 to you. They're going to dive down and just, like, swarm over top of you, Weri. These two are going to swarm over down here, and this one is going to swarm down upon Lunara. I'm going to get rid of this because I've added the fun effects.
Oh, my damage didn't apply when I took it.
Oh no.
I believe it was 12.
Something like that. From the most recent attack was a, I'm fucking blind. It was around 12. Anyways. Going to go with Wary first. These here bats are going to bite you.
Alright, 23 will hit.
Alright, that 23 will slap you for 4 and 8, reduced by half because of your rage, I believe, so 2 and 4. Alright, and then they will all use their bonus action to shock you as they send jolts of electricity from their body. I'm just going to click it once for 1 token, or 3 times for 1 token. 3 dex saves, DC 12.
Oh, that's not right either. 3 dex saves, DC 12.
Mm-hmm.
Is this an magical thing?
This is actually natural for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like shock lizards. You're still a barbarian, and you can see the attack coming. It's a dex save, so it's advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. I built for everything for advantage. DC 12.
DC 12. All right. And the last one.
Well, okay. One
Yep,
hits.
1 hit, so that's 7 lightning damage coming to your face. Right, and then going to the left from there, next down the line is this Fiend Wing down here. Is going to swoop down and try to bite Lunara. Will horribly miss, and will attempt to shock Lunara. DC 12 dex save for Lunara. Excellent. Alright, that one's done. We then go to the 2 upon Ein. Oh boy. Well, that's a 17 to confirm a crit. Total of 6 slashing and 9 lightning on you, Ein. And then we go to the shock upon this one. Dex save for DC 12. You're good, and then a bite, another 9 damage, and another shock. DC 12 dex save. Alright, you pass that one too. As the Fiend Wing's turn, we go to the soldier. This one here. They are going to get themselves the good old-fashioned Chekaruni. And they are going to do the flaying thing. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, that's where they run to. Erdenath. Erdenath's just going to run inside. I don't remember what his actual movement is, so he can go another 20. Cool. Here we go. Cry.
Okay, here we go. Look at me, I'm getting a whole extra 10 feet of movement from the run, stamina.
Uh-huh.
There. I am going to Where's my share button? I have misplaced where my
Your vestiges are to the east.
Yeah, I'm looking for my share vestige
Oh.
button.
I know where you put that.
Oh, it's at the bottom. Starts with V. With extra vestige, I am summoning Runove, the Iron Maiden,
Mm-hmm.
which gives me a whole 10 more feet of movement. That was my action. I don't have... You know what? I do have bonus actions. But I feel like any corpses are too far away for me to cast bone armor on at this point.
It's true.
So that's cool. They're gonna just dash onto me. Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
All right. That's your archer. This one's going to continue fleeing. And I'm just going to have him run off map because, you know, another one that's definitely just going to keep fleeing. Hey, beep beep. He's going to punch the shit out of this archer. Punch. Punch, punch. Alright, that is 2 slaps for a total of 28 damage. As he falls unconscious. And then Beep Beep is gonna just kind of run and join you guys down here. Boop. Light Militia Archer do. I don't know why you're still in the initiative. Removing from the initiative. Yaskar. Alright, Yaskar can do something now.
Help.
Mm-hmm.
Help.
Am I a banana? I think I'm a banana. I'm totally a banana. 1 second. Oh no, I'm not a banana. I'm just partially a banana. Anyways. Let's see. He is going to, seeing how injured you are, he's going to rush forward. To here. He's going to lay a hand upon you and cast a spell upon you to heal you. So you heal for 12 points. That's a really bad roll. 12 points of damage.
Oh. Yeah, it was... Could be worse. It was
Could be worse.
perfectly average. Well, slightly below average. Ow.
Mm-hmm. Alright. As he
That-
steps forward to heal you, he is then going to ready his falchion if he needs to swing it at something. Alright. This archer is also not in combat anymore. The Cultist Whisper has gained initiative. Regain my reaction. I'm going to roll to see if I get my summons back, starting with guards, 5 to 6. Nope. Going to look for my Conjure the Cursed, 4 to 6. Nope. Alright. I don't have any of my summons from my Whisperer. Or any new summons from my Whisperer. That cry is a little creepy with Renov. Let's see. 60 feet of me, right? Oh, I need to change the elevation of all these guys. Because they had to fly down to bite you. This is the only one who would be 5 feet above rather than 0 feet because he's flying above that guy. Still in range of you, though.
Yeah.
Nope. I apparently still had everyone selected when I meant to select just the one guy. There we go. That is accurate. Alright. I'm going to just check the distance on my people because I need to see how close they are for me to use my features. Okay, I can actually hit every ally I'd want to right now with my feature, my action. Yeah, okay. We are going to use my action to use Call to Action. Call up to 5 allies within 60 feet, so all my people that I would have interest in calling. I can choose up to 5 of them. And they can move to the movement and take an attack. So this one's going to move to here and bite you, Wary. This one is going to move to here and bite you, Lunara. That's just gonna fly up right there to bite you. Gonna do a little flappy, bitey, bitey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So doop, 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 doop. And that does take their reaction. I'm gonna give them that symbol so I know. Alright, starting with top down, left, right. Bite upon wary. 17 to hit for 15.
That'll miss.
Aha! Alright, starting with a bite upon Lunara. Horrible miss.
Yep.
Fiend Wing, flanking against Lunara. That is a 18 to hit you for 11.
Meets.
Alright, then that means you take 11 damage. Alright, and we go down to here, flanking, or no, it'd be the second one who has flanking. First one is just normal hit, 10 to hit, and then the
Yes.
other one is flanking, so +2 to this. Horrible miss. Alright. That is my action, and my bonus action I cannot use because I already have minions, and I can't actually use that because it's down. So I'm just going to end my turn. I did get myself Quicken Spell. Do I want to cast a Quicken Spell? You're in melee range with me right now. Don't really want to cast a spell when you're melee. Carrying on. Misshapen 3. Right, this one has regained its reaction because it just gained initiative. And from this position here, creature is going to roll to see if I get my life drain back. I do not. He's going to then bite Lunara with flanking. Horrible miss. Okay. Other Misshapen has regained their reaction.
Need to reset my rage, Holden.
Let's see if they get your thing back.
God, there are so many tokens.
There's a lot. Alright, 4 to 6, it means it is indeed back up, and he's going to give the bad bite to you, Wary, with flanking. That's a 27 to hit for 14.
That will hit.
So 9 reduced to 4, and then 5 reduced to 2. 6 damage total. He is then going to life drain you because I got it back. Alright, DC 14 con save.
Oof.
Ooh. Alright, well, what's your con score?
My con score is pretty sure it's 16. Yeah, 16.
Alright, you suffer 16 reduced to 8, and I gain 16 temp HP. Alright, that's that one's turn. We go to Militia Soldier 3. He is pissing his pants, panicking. 9.
Alright. Well, first things first, I need to see if this scepter, which is inferior to the stuffed animal, can actually hit for once.
Mm-hmm. Aha!
Okay,
That's a
finally
hit
I
for
get
6.
that healing. I finally get my healing.
It's a good
Christ.
thing.
Oh god, I desperately need that. Let me double check how much I heal.
I just realized this creature has a metric fuck ton of temp HP right now, so I think I actually overhealed him, so I'm gonna just bring him down in HP.
2d8, heal 7. Wow, these 2d8 suck.
Let's see
You
here.
know what? I'll take it. I cast that spell on the first round. This went bad.
So he would be
Delayed healing.
right.
Uh,
That, bring him base, and then he would suffer 6 damage right now. Okay, that's what he should be at.
Alright.
Alright, very good, very good. Anything else?
That was my bonus action. I'm trying to decide what spell I want to cast as my action.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've had enough. I do not actually have a macro for this. Hold on.
Hmm?
But I'm going to start using everybody's favorite third level spell,
Mm.
Spirit Guardians. I will convert it to fire damage, of course.
Hmm.
Let's see. That's
You are?
15-foot aura?
Yep.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, only found out about the fun of Spirit Guardians yesterday.
Oof. Like one of the best
Alright.
cleric spells.
Yeah, we
I
put.
don't play clerics.
That's fair.
Yes, they put it on a fighter. I am suffering in that game.
You're suffering. Shut up.
Alright. Oh my god.
Is that your damage for it?
And
Yeah. That's miserable.
Gotcha,
Waste
gotcha.
refreshes at the start of the turn.
good old Spirit Guardians.
Alright.
Yep.
Wisdom save. DC 16, so 1 saves, 1 fails.
8 damage. More importantly though, I get the healing I want, which is 3d8 to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
damn.
a solid
It's a good one.
3d8.
Almost max.
Yeah.
Alright, very good, very good.
Couldn't be the damage, but you know what? I'll take 19 healing.
Anything else?
I am going to Arcana check the Cultist Whisper.
Excellent. You have no idea.
It's fine. I'm too busy burning everything right now.
It's true. Speaking of burning, it's the start of your turn. I probably should have this check to see if it expands. And the one above it, too. Let's roll a d20 twice. Here's the below, and here's the above. I'll do that in off turn while Sean takes their turn. Anything else for you, Ein?
I will. I'm not going to actually type this out right now, since I'm still trying to eat and I have a small headache. But I will pretend to give Garrett an orders to kill this heretic.
But which heretic? Just to be specific.
The Whisperer. And,
Okay, kind of assume.
and also the demons. Just the demons in general. Because they're all heretics.
Mm-hmm.
I will give a rousing, saluting yes, sir.
Alright, Garrett, and it's your turn.
I'm a rocket man. I can probably do this without perfectly. But I can't do it while still getting an action.
Well, if you run this round, because you ran the last round, you do 2d4 times 5 rather than 1d4 times 5. If you'd like to do a run, that might get you over the edge.
What is run action-wise?
It's just whenever you take the move, whenever you
Okay.
move, you can use it. So even if you dash, you could use it.
You could also just charge, I think.
Yep, you can charge as well.
Yeah, you could also just charge and just.
You move
I-
once with that, and then you would charge.
Yeah.
It just costs stamina.
Well, no, I really I need to actually move and dash even with my 60 feet because he's like 110.
Oh, what they're
feet
saying
away.
is you can move, and then you can use charge, which lets you move and attack at the end of the movement.
Oh yeah, I mean sure.
It just costs 2 stamina, which is the
like
same cost as run, actually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use I'm not gonna ignore an order from my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, single martial attack.
Yeah, that is the downside of charge, is that it lets you move, but even if you have extra attack, you just get the one.
Yep, old school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure a 13 don't hit.
That is correct. He manages to parry the blow to the side with his staff. Ching!
Gods, you're ugly. Hey, any one of you worthless peasants, citizens of the barony, see this shrunken nutsack that you're taking orders from? You see that, right?
This one here is
He's
currently
got-
pissing his pants.
He's got skin made of foreskin. In fact, I'm going to call him Rumpel Forstiltskin. That was a
Maybe
messy
coffee?
rhyme, but you're disgusting looking.
Is this-
Barony
are
never
you guys
change.
We change sometimes. You're making me want to change my eyes. You ugly.
You hear that, people? The Baron and his men still attack the feeble, the weak, the disfigured. They attack those not strong enough to defend themselves. But fear not! We, within the Church of Malrathis, will protect you.
Oh yeah! Look at how great of a job they're doing.
Out of curiosity, are you feeble and unable to protect yourself, or are you going to protect other people?
Take a good look, citizens of the barony. Those of you that have run are alive. You know who else will be alive? The families of those who run.
Families, you say? Families that you intend to kill with your fiends.
Oh, you mean the ones that very conveniently showed up as soon as you said, "Hey, look, fiends." Hey, listen, buddy, just between you and me, we know what your deal is. I'm going to send you to whatever hells you crawled out of.
Just between
And
you
then
and
they're
I,
gonna spit you up, because you're a foreskin man.
you're kind of an asshole.
Yeah, welcome to the barony. And I'm gonna spit in his face.
Alright. The spit lands upon his face and it seems to sink into his skin.
Are you going to do a skill check with any of that?
There's not really any
I'm
people to
pretty
trigger against it at this point, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure he's already very hostile to us.
Yeah. And any of the people who might turn coat, like these commoners back here, I just haven't bothered moving them because that takes extra time in this very large fight.
There's this one guy who's still in the house.
There is that one guy still in the house. Unfortunately, he's between fire and monster, so he's fighting his way out regardless. And this guy's pissing his pants.
Anyway,
This
that's
guy's-
it for me.
This
Okay.
guy is watching the horror show happen.
Alright, Ragna's
Is,
gonna move.
Is paralyzed by fear.
Ragna's gonna dash to there. And Militia Archer number 4. They're unconscious, moving to initiative. This guy's just gonna flee the combat, so I'm just gonna boop. Alright, number 6. Hey, look, they're the one who is super much pissing their hands. So they are going to swing at this mighty misshapen, because it's a demon in their face. And will hit for 8. Their weapon is not silvered, though, so it's actually 4. Oh, they had 10 HP. It's fixed. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the one that bit me. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Everything's good.
Alright, Lunara.
I do that. The Misshapen and Fleshwing 7 can take their A-ups. They've been
This one
thoroughly pathetic.
Cannot take it, because they have already used their action, but this one can. And he is going to use his
Stamina.
reaction to bite you. Stamina can give you a additional disengage movement.
Yeah.
Specifically, step allows you to move 5 feet without provoking an attack of opportunity, as if you had disengaged. However, if you do so, your movement for the remainder of the round is halved.
Well, then I'll just do that. That works.
Cool. Alright,
How much
cost you 2
stamina?
stamina. 2 stamina.
How much stamina do we have before?
Your base stamina is your half of
wait.
your con score plus your proficiency bonus.
Before you do that, are you using? Oh, never mind. You're probably using your bonus action to offhand it.
And for a refresher on the full rules, those are all the stamina stuff. Whoever's talking is very quiet.
Could
Yeah,
also
mostly-
bash.
I'm just talking to myself. I
Gotcha.
was gonna say, why don't you just use your cunning action? But then I remembered, 2-weapon fighting.
Yee. Alright. So the not psychic blade.
Even with flanking, that is a miss, unfortunately.
Maybe declare a strike attack with stamina? Question mark? Or can you only use stamina once?
You can use stamina once per attack. Depends on the attack type, because like charge will let you use charge and then a strike/bash, but normally it's just one stamina option per.
Oh, okay.
The great thing is I can charge, then stamina charge on top of my charge because of my weapon. And all it does is eat my movement speed.
Looks to be a miss on your action. You still have your bonus.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, your bonus is the good one, right?
No.
The bonus is the psychic one, and he's resistant to
Yeah.
psychic.
Oh.
It's also made at a lower attack.
Mm-hmm. Not magical.
Oh, you could still sneak attack him.
It's true.
We don't have any sort of inspiration or anything to reroll that.
Not that I'm aware of. You used yours earlier to avoid the fireball.
Yeah, I know. Fuck it. Alright, I'm doing nothing this game.
Hey, it's
I'm gonna go
Eldritch
to
Doom.
fucking bed.
It is Eldritch Doom. It's truly a cursed existence.
Ouch.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, the blow does not manage to land upon the figure as we go on to this guy who is... Need a roll to see if he's going to stay in combat.
I'm pretty sure that guy's pissing his pants trying to run away.
Yeah, no, he's getting the fuck out of here and provoking from bats. He's gonna run
Nice.
up there, and that is 3 bats biting him.
Nice, provoke for Wary, so Wary can just charge the boss and de-summon these assholes.
That is 2 bites upon him for 10, 19 damage.
Wait, why is this provoking from Wary?
No, this guy provokes from the bats, and you, technically, and actually the Misshapen too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Misshapen will also
Basically,
take it.
yeah. Basically, he's using up all of their reactions. for
Alright,
you.
so he
Yeah.
runs like so, just trying to like leave, and then he instantly gets bit by all 3, but 1, 2, and 3, and this one misses. But he is just bled and ripped to shreds by the creatures.
Oof.
Because that would be 22 from one of them, and then another 19 from the other 2, so, you know, fucking dead.
Oh, Wary will take a moment and point to the corpse of the guy and look to the others. He tried to run, don't kill his family.
Don't kill his family.
Alright. Alright, it's your turn.
Don't worry. We'll
This
send
family
them a
will be
big jar of his blood, a picture of
Yeah.
this jerk's face, and a lovely card.
That seems fair. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the AOP from the beastie.
They've all used their reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
this
I'm
one
just gonna-
has doesn't have one either. No, he does, because you used your step. I know. But he wouldn't provoke from you, so you're good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move up to here and smack at the Whisperer guy a few times.
Excellent.
Bash.
Dash.
Bash for
I
extra
should
damage.
Bash.
It's a stamina option.
Bash or stab, maybe. Just dumpster him at this point.
I suppose. I was going to ask if anyone had had less than 50% health near me.
I mean,
Lunara does.
Yes.
Lunara does.
Lovely, that activates
Yes.
Protector.
Yes.
And I gotta look at
No.
Bash. Ugh.
Like here, there you go. There would be 1d6 extra damage potentially.
Yeah, I'll do Bash.
Excellent.
Do I need to roll anything for that? It doesn't look
It just,
like...
you spend the stamina, you
Yeah.
get additional dice of damage. Additional d6 of damage.
I'll roll it separately.
Mhm.
Alright.
Alright, well, a 20 will swing out towards the Cultist Whisperer as he raises his arm just in time as a magical field of force surrounds him, giving him +5 AC.
Lovely. I'm going to apply charge to it, using the last 10 of my movement to add 1d4 to damage to it, or 1d4 to my attack.
You're doing what to it?
Using my charge option from my weapon to add an effective bless.
Oh.
Probably misses anyway.
Well, my AC is actually 21 with shield.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So that slams into me for 31 damage.
All right. Let's see that concentration check.
That counter shield.
Alright, let's see here. Pass, DC
Oh,
15 for the
oh
bats
God.
now. And pass. My fucking cons. I
Fucking
don't have
God.
advantage either. Because, you know, here we go. And then 31 damage. See black blood begin to pour from his mouth from the force of the blow.
It's 32.
Lovely. Here comes the upswing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
plus
32
D6.
from the
Yeah,
bench.
yeah.
Hmm.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Another hit as he is slammed for another 31 damage. You see his stomach
Alright.
just ripped asunder. Plenty of the internal organs visible at this point as he is barely holding on to life, but he is still standing.
Show us that concentration. Smile. Let's see you do it again.
Yep,
Hey,
misshapen.
now Ravis is a non-literal
God.
bitch.
And bats.
Jesus Christ!
Maharafis protects!
Holy
Your
shit!
origins tell a different story.
Oh my God.
Even in death, this land will be protected.
But
Yep.
yes, we'll protect.
By us.
Anything else for you, Wary?
I will bonus action to stick my tongue out him.
Excellent. Alright, the Fiend Wings have gained initiative. Their power is unheard of for their bats, with really low attack. Alright,
Apparently, all three of them can hit a running target.
so they're gonna fly over to here, doing the same screechy thing so they can get their screech off. You're definitely considered surrounded right now, Garridan. Actually,
Yeah, as one do.
I'm just gonna shift it up like that. So, 2 upon Wary, 2 upon Garridan. These 2 are still attacking you, Ein. So, here's 1 upon Garridan, or Wary. 21 to hit for 8. Reduced to
That'll hit.
4.
Remember, I just recklessed, so I...
Oh, yeah. Just to see if I get a crit. Nope, okay. 4 damage with the reduction from Rage. Then Shock, DC 12. And then this one is going to do a similar thing. 24 for 7 reduced to 3. And another dex save. Alright, and then we had those on Garridan. Your AC is reduced by 2, and they have +2 to hit because of flanking.
Wait, 24 reduced to 7?
The damage. Your damage is 7. Reduced to 3.
Okay. I was confused how that even worked.
Alright, and here's a bite. Doesn't fucking
Yeah.
hit. Doesn't. Okay, rolling a d100. 76. I didn't think I was going to need my fumble table, but here we are. Alright, let's see here. I have a 76 on my fumble.
Wait, I'd like to raise a point.
Hmm.
You couldn't protect people from bees?
These are among many of the fiends that you call to our lands. 76, you may immediately make an attack against the little bat that tried to kill you. For free.
Which one?
This one.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Oh, it's also made at advantage. But he has 2 HP, he's just cut asunder.
And it is silvered.
Yeah, he is cut asunder. Blech. Alright, had I had my
Wow.
reaction,
That's
I would have
so
used my
fucking
spell
hard.
for him, but I don't, because I use it to cast shield. Alright, this one's attack upon you. He does not have surrounded or flanking anymore, so you have +2 AC, or you don't have the minus penalty to AC, and he doesn't have the +2 to hit, so flat roll. They've already made it the one Ein cast the spell. So, because Yeah, it's when they first enter the area or when they start the turn in it. And they are down at this round. Alright, that is a 14, which is a horrible miss.
Oh, it's so fucking hard.
Flanking upon Ein. Oh, I forgot about the shock upon you. Get in. There you go. Alright, and then that is obviously a miss upon you, Ein, and then here's a shock upon you, Ein.
Okay, well, you
6
know,
lightning damage.
that's a little sprightly, you know.
Just a
I'm
little
wearing a lot
zap.
of metal, you know.
No, it's fine. It makes sense. Alright, and then DC 12 for you, Ein. Dex save, then here's a bite upon you. 20 to hit for 8 damage.
And I get concentration.
Yep, and then another DC 12.
Alright. Okay. I clicked the mob damage macro, but I still took the damage, and I'll do the dex save first.
Oh, I forgot about cleaving. Oh well.
Right, and one more dex save. Oh, you already made the first one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, so just the 1 DC 10 then. Alright, and that's all my Fiend Wings.
Oh my fucking god.
Would you like to Destiny that? As I look to see if you have Destiny. You do not have Destiny available for the day.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
minor thing. Sophia's gonna move and dash.
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
not gonna change anything because they're.
That's fine. I already got the healing off the spell.
It's true. This guy's just going to flee combat. Good stuff. Alright, Terranath. Terranath is going to move forward to, I believe he has a 40. Yeah, he's going to dash to there. Try.
My build still hasn't hit the point where I have good concentration yet.
I don't know if you can get this guy, although he does have shield up, so that would take a. As much as I'm making fun of him, I would prefer he didn't have his.
I could just fireball him,
Very nice.
probably. Well, no, I'm out of fireballs. I would have to move up and cast an actual spell.
I mean, also, he goes before you.
Oh, yeah, true.
Alright, you move forward. Anything else for your movement, or is that the full movement?
Can you kill him?
That is my full movement. I am going to go ahead. Eldritch Blast.
Very
The
nice.
Whisperer.
Alright, well, he does have +2 AC from cover, so he's at +5 from shield and then +2 from cover. Because, you know, unless you don't care about shooting Garrett, in which case I'll ignore the cover, but if it misses, or if it would have missed because of cover.
Yeah.
Okay. The way I do cover is if, from allies, is if you don't care about hitting them, and you roll like an 18 or a 17, and they have like, you know, an AC of 17, for example, then I roll a d2 to see if you hit them or the ally. But since you care, you would be looking at a cover bonus then.
I think
Alternatively, you could just shoot these guys on me.
You could shoot the bats.
I'm going to dash to here.
Very good, very good. Want to get that better aim. Alright. Hey, beep beep. Whoop. Beep beep is going to dash to there. Yasker. Alright, you're looking pretty healthy, so he's not going to worry about that. He's going to swing at his falchion at the one on the left.
Yep. It's perfectly fine.
Swing! Horrible miss. Shit. Alright, there we go. Cultist Whisperer 1 has regained their reaction. Their shield is down, and I rolled a check to see if guards or Conjure the Uncursed have returned. So guards, 5-6. Nope. Conjure the Cursed, 4-6. First ones are back to being summonable. Alright. Looking at the state of play.
I'd like to stare at him and say, yes, give me more targets.
Let's see here. Master Summoner. Abilities, one much summoning ability, so I can do 2 summons, but nothing more than that. Okay.
We haven't actually killed all of his summons.
True. True.
The funny thing is, the summons he summoned to make people think that we are summoning them have killed most of the people who've seen them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but there's some commoners who are going to be fleeing as well. That I've not actually moved from the combat. Alright, he is going to use his action, cast a spell which I need to bring up. Because it's a custom spell of mine on the World Anvil. Level 3 spells. Here it is. Okay. One target. He's going to look out towards Weri, and his eyes flash a strange necrotic green glow. Spending some stamina, or not stamina, sorcery points to cast it subtly. And casting the spell usage, as I need you to give me a charisma save, Weri.
Can I say no?
I'm afraid there's no choice in this matter.
I was hovering over the cast spell button.
Oh no! All right.
Wow.
Well, you're not oppressively bored.
I am. Looking at this guy.
I tried making you
I think
oppressively bored, but you just saved. Okay.
I think I just said no.
Well, as I do that, you see my my bats, all of them disperse because I tried casting a concentration spell. And
Oh look!
I'm going to use my
The
bonus
person who
action now.
Definitely didn't summon all the demons. Suddenly had them disappear the moment he tried to cast the spell.
It was subtly.
Almost
It
like
was
a
subtle.
zombie spell.
It was subtle.
We don't know.
Yeah.
It was subtle.
My joking aside, yeah. So,
Joking aside,
no,
yeah.
we don't.
It was subtle how his eyes glazed with the power that he was.
Conjure the
No,
curse
he's-
subtly,
he's
casting a
dying.
summon. So here's my second summon back. I'm getting more misshapen, by the way.
So this
Yeah.
does not count as a spell, right?
It is technically a spell, but I'm also spending the sorcery to subtle it.
How many does he have?
I have 2 left.
Okay.
All right, do
Just
I
let
have?
me counter it.
All right, you are pretty healthy. I'm just gonna copy you. Pop. Gonna damage him for 6 because he has temp HP currently on his token. Getting rid of that symbol.
You're pretty healthy. I'm gonna copy you with your abundance of temporary hit points.
I'm just looking for one I didn't have to heal. Back to max. All right, and I'm just gonna summon him right there and right there. All right, and then these guys also need to roll initiative to see when they go. All right, there we go. Initiative rolled, and from there we go to Misshapen. All right, this one here is going to...
Don't they go right after him?
2 of them do. They roll initiative, these guys. So,
Okay.
this one here is going to swing out at Wary with flanking and advantage because of your shoops and your whoops.
By the way, if it does end up mattering, you do have a +2 for being within 10 feet of me.
Plus 2 AC. Okay, you can just disregard the +2 from flanking then. It's just straight roll. Advantage though. 25 to hit for 20 damage reduced to 7 plus 3, so 10 damage.
10 damage, I'll take.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and I'm going to roll to see if I get my life drain back. Life drain is a 4 to 6, so I do. I'm going to use life drain upon you, Wary. Bleh. Con save, DC 14. Alright, you pass. It's a save or suck. Alright, Misshapen 1 has regained their reaction. And he is going to ignore this guy, who's going to take a reaction upon him. 25 for 15 damage. Reduced to 7 because of resistance. As you are definitely considered surrounded at this point, Wary. So minus 2 AC, but plus 2 from Garridan.
I'm not trapped with them. They're trapped with me.
Yeah, and he's going to bite you with advantage. 19 to hit for 7. Reduced
That'll
to
hit.
3. Alright, 3 damage. And then seeing if he has his life drain back. He does not. Carrying on. Cluster Soldier 3. Going to get a save to see if they can stop pissing their pants. He can. He's going to start running. And I'm just going to have him flee the actual map. Because, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
See, now that's an applicable thing.
Fine.
Yeah. How convenient that all of them run to your defense.
Now this is where this guy who is fully viewing the actual combat might realize something is going on. Everyone else, though, was super panicking and just like, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. And all these commoners are not on the map anymore at this point. I just haven't bothered moving them.
Okay. Hey, guess who still has fire spells?
Fireball! Fire!
No, I'm out of fireballs.
Damn! You have the perfect setup here. It might kill 2 of your friends, but it's fine.
It's fine.
You
Worry
have the
not.
perfect setup. Many of your enemies and some of
I
your friends.
DC'd.
Come
I
on.
will be right back.
Let me boot you from the server because you're not DC'd on my end.
Map Tools is a great program. Hail Java. God, I fucking hate Java.
Yes.
Truly the...
Look,
uh,
look on the bright side. Literally, map tools 112. Look on the bright side. Go blind.
Go blind. Remember when I downloaded this because they're like, oh, we fixed a lot of like the disconnection problems, all that. How did that go last night?
I'm just waiting for them to fix the fact that NPC tokens labels are blue, like a light blue, on white text.
Yeah. Anyway, Agonizer Scorcher.
Excellent. That's a deck save.
Yep. DC 16.
Half as much, so I take 7 damage.
Yeah, okay, I figured as much. This person can't fail his saves. Oh, actually, can give me a concentration save anyway.
Yep, DC 10. Twice. Passes the first one, and then the most recent summons also pass. I hit Billy check, not a saving throw, by the way. I'm pretty sure that shouldn't have been +0.
Alright, that's fine. Alright. Bonus action.
And if you're wondering why he doesn't have any bonuses to Constitution, it's because the macros for ability checks don't give him a modifier.
That's fine. Put this heretic down. And also, I would like to make a persuasion check for this guy here about the demons over here
Go ahead.
running to their defense. Do I have advantage on this? Because it's kind of super obvious at this point. Question mark.
I will give you it with advantage, but I'll be looking at both results.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Alright.
14, 17.
Give it to you with advantage, but you might have.
To be fair, I
disadvantage,
set this
too.
man on fire out of spite earlier.
You did. Alright, well, results will be revealed as his turn comes up, but he looks to be narrowing his eyes. Anything else?
Alright, Garridan. No. Take it away,
Garridan.
Garridan. You've been waiting for this for a long time.
Alright, Al Vantage to get Elf Vantage.
Hoot, hoot.
Alright.
This is the moment.
Alright. Oh, hold on. Wrong button. I'm probably not smiting him. Here's some fire. Don't worry. You won't be alone long.
Alright,
But
the
you will still be ugly.
blade crashes into his body. How would you like to do this?
Oh, well... I feel like we need to send a message to Malrathis. Do we know if these things, since Ein kinda knows about the, weird free men that they are, do they regrow or survive via limbs?
The,
The
Baruga?
Yes.
Yeah, Baruga.
They can regenerate in many different ways, depending on their strength.
Well, we'll keep an eye on him. I'm doing this classic Empire style, I'm cutting his head off.
Alright,
Put it on a pike.
as you see the blade swinging out towards him, his eyes flash for just the briefest of second, removing the eldritch energy within them. His eyes turn back to that of his mortal form. Thank you. As his head lops from this body, all goes quiet around you.
Oh, super crazy how all his, how all the demons and shit left when that guy died.
I believe my front was I'm here collecting a sample for the Empire, so will just do that. Enough yammering.
All right. The
Clean this up.
soldier in the back here, the one person who remains that's actually still hostile, as your companions begin moving closer to join the area, will cautiously take a step forward. All that you said was true, then. He falls to his knees, looking down upon the ground. I'm sorry, lords. Please spare my family.
Did he attack anyone?
He
He
attacked
attacked me.
Ein.
We are sparing your family, fool. It was these cretins who were stealing children of the Empire. They're probably already dead because of your ignorance.
Lunara just
Or if you-
slowly walks up.
One,
Ian
save
is
them.
going to pretend to be too
Help us.
distracted to do the usual Osmond Tarn thing of probably killing him because he attacked him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, Lunara specifically walks up and she is going to look back and get your attention by just saying, Master, and raising her eyebrows. She wants to kill this guy.
All right,
Wait. This is not. Wait, is this one of the? Is this one of the civilians?
This is a civilian soldier.
civilians.
Never mind.
Yeah. No,
Never mind.
Ein's going to sort of go into mind like attack. I'm going to pretend to be Osmond Tarn right now to caught up in quote unquote his research to kill him, and then over the mind link. My plan is to go investigate the sawmill and change back because being in this disgusting person's body is gross.
Meanwhile, this guy is still kneeling, head, neck
Yes.
exposed, looking at the ground, not moving.
So tell us, if you wish to spare your family. Not from us, mind you. These cretins kidnapping citizens of the Empire, as you slept ignorant in your beds. Tell us everything you've seen, every strange.
The demons came from the woods every night, fighting and dragging citizenry from their homes. Arafis showed not long after. He and his followers pushed them back. We saw them explode in showers of fire. But they were our saviors. They proclaimed that the light of Malrafis will bring us from the darkness. It's time for peace after that. 2 weeks where nothing occurred, but then the attacks began once more. Malrafis proclaimed that our faith had faltered. We were not as devout. Many of us began looking backwards. We need to pray harder. Offer to Malrafis our humble forgiveness. They asked of us of donations, building blocks for the temple to show our devotion. Even willing. Okay, not him. Cannot think of the word. Not donations.
Eyes?
Service?
It's basically adoption, but willingly giving their children to the church.
So, listen, and heed well my words. Strange things started happening to your town. And then some snake oil salesman wielding an unfamiliar religion showed up. It stopped for a while. And then, when it started again, he came back and said, "Only I can stop this if you give me your money, and your labor, and your children."
when you put it like that. Some of us were distrustful, but as word began to spread around town, when the attack started up again, so figured I wasn't lying.
You're a militiaman. Yes, you serve under Alexander.
Aye.
Count yourself and your fellows lucky that have not been slain by these charlatans. His reason has saved you all.
Meanwhile,
Gather up your fellows and go seek the good captain. Speak none of this, for
I
we do
don't-
not want to tip off these charlatans before not.
I'm to live then. The building is continuing to be on fire, yes.
I am trying to go put it out. I stated that in chat. I just didn't know where to move.
Oh, it got kind of hidden by your dragon's breath.
If we killed every ignorant citizen of this barony, all we'd have left were the upper class. I'm not so far removed from the common man that I would hold a grudge against your fear of that which you don't understand.
You are most merciful, my lord.
Fortunately, the magistrate, right? That's his title.
I believe so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for you and your family and your friends, your fellow citizens,
And really everyone you've ever met.
the noble magistrate is far more insulted by Malrathis' trickery than he is your town's fear. Worry not, we will have this problem sorted out in a trice.
Thank you, my lord. Get Alexander then. Yes. Hesitantly rises to his feet. Takes a step. Takes a step.
Where he's just gonna
You're good. You're good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
where he's gonna actually move up here and offer him sandwiches.
Thank you. Do you slither your way, or are you still wearing the rope hiding your tail?
Still wearing the rope hiding
Okay.
tail.
Can't have, can't have third class citizens serving the Empire and all.
Except for the elf and the wolf and the mushroom man.
Don't worry about it.
He is going to give you a nod. Take the sandwich. Thank you.
Also, I'm probably saying, okay. Also, I'm probably saying obvious, but if it actually was Osmond Tarn, this man would be dead, right?
Oh, 100%. This entire village would be dead.
Yeah.
Now they would have cleansed the entire village. No chance of any one be hidden cultist. And I do mean cleanse the entire village.
Yeah.
With fire.
Maybe not fire, but if you burn down the place and you
Probably not
can't
fire.
fill it with other, citizenry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You disappear them.
He disappear them, and then
Magical radiation.
Meanwhile, I'm going to take the advantage of all that, pretending to have been going in here to investigate your shape change back, and then just sort of go. You just over the mind link. You just hear like disgusted sounds.
Are they just all kind of out at this point?
What's all out?
The civvies.
Yeah, no, there's no more NPCs here. Like, the only people here now are the dead bodies and the unconscious. Or you guys.
Yep.
Also the
Yeah.
fire.
We
Well,
scatter up
cool.
the unconscious. Yeah.
I feel like a gigantic asshole right now.
It
Well,
was
if it helps you play it well. She smirks at you.
I did
least-
sort of
at
do
least
this
you-
for years. You don't have much choice as an orphan.
Look,
I
at
thought
least
you
you
were
didn't
gonna
have
say.
to. Look, at least you didn't have to look like one. Ugh.
certainly an interesting route to find success here. Effective, yes.
I would, not to spoil the party, but you all do know we're not done yet, right? Malratus is still out there after being summoned, and, well, from what I have seen of him, we're gonna have a problem. So, those of you with healing spells should probably use them.
We should also look around the camp.
Do you
We
think he's
never
actually
saw-
coming here?
We
I
never looked into the sawmill.
Well, we're judging from the distance of their temple to here. When it'll be several hours before they arrive. We might be able to even build up a fortifications here if we think they will still show up with those that had fled.
I have the feeling that Malrathis will be informed that the lumber camp has been abandoned
by who?
Well,
by the people who ran.
there was the runner they sent to go fetch him first, followed by the runners who fled combat.
Not to mention, when I killed that thing, something was released from it. It's probably, if what you say is true, a extension of his
It-
consciousness of some kind.
Right,
If
then
that is
also
true, then if I were Malrathis, I'd go to the village.
Speaking of the village, though, Yasker will pull out from his robes a bundle of documents kind of wrapped in a leather binding and cording. I found these within the basement below, as well as in savory chamber.
well, if this is, well, yeah, whatever you just said, doesn't that kind of reinforce my point that our healers should get to healing?
Just gonna look at those things.
I'm sorry. Most of my healing abilities were expended on. I will indicate the fire
Here you
that's
go.
still here.
These bookshelves are completely torched. There's nothing remaining. In terms of the second
Ah.
story,
Still on fire.
no, Cry put it out.
I'm not the
That's,
best healer.
That's just about all my healing I've got, Lunara. We should explore, see if they had some sort of first aid. If they were fearful of attacks, they might have a cache of potions or something.
I wasn't just talking about you. Ternath, Habib, anyone.
Well,
We
Let me steal.
like Lunara is annoyed, very obviously that you guys don't seem to be taking a counterattack very seriously. Where she is kind of expecting the horrible creature that she saw is probably not limited by the hours of travel it will take a normal person.
Hmm.
So I'm just saying, insight-wise, you can tell she's very annoyed with all of you.
I could produce some magic, but that would leave me spent for the fight.
Similar.
Well, anyway, take 35 hit points.
That
Is your-
to Ein or Wary?
Lun-
Lunara.
Lunara.
Gotcha. I have a few spells remaining. I'm in a similar boat. You have any potions to spare?
Wary will cast all of the healing spells he doesn't have.
I have a few healing potions, but if we're building a fortification and preparing for a counterattack, we should also take stock of what curatives they had. I mean, they had to be expecting something coming at some point.
Again, I do not think a counterattack will happen. I think they will go to the village.
Why?
Because the village is their power. If they solidify power with the people they've turned and speak against us having attacked the mill, they have better defenses there.
Malrathis was summoned. Do you think... Well, I think he'll be one to ignore a summon. Do you think he'll take what we did here lightly? He'll
No, which
come and kill us all.
why would he come here to do it when he can fortify his position and send others to do it?
Because pride is a damning thing.
Well, hold on. Didn't you say he turns people? We're prime turnable targets. Especially if he thinks we're of the Empire. If he can maintain people as a human form, he might come here suspecting to covertly turn us, send us back to the Empire to act as spies.
Plus, going to town would be just inherently stupid, she'll say, out to Wary, kind of growling.
Why?
Because that means we bring the battle to town.
I also
Well-
hate to be callous here. If he's not keeping it on his person, he's probably keeping the seed at the church. That would give us a prime opportunity to go and take it if he's rallying his forces in the village, and I assume he has to want that if he has.
Who are you
So-
asking?
No, I'm just kind of
Right.
talking.
No,
in
Right.
not you.
Cry posted in chat. I'm responding to him.
Oh,
So you guys are
Uh,
talking.
I'm not.
Not
I'm not
linguistics.
saying we should go attack the town.
I
I
forgot
am
that still
saying that
exists.
if he knows what happened here, his most likely attempt will be to fortify his position in the hearts of the townfolk, which means he will
Why?
go to because he wants the power of the people following him. Currently, he can spin things so the town still follows him.
And what do you think we'll do at the town? We will start a fight because someone like
I'm not
him.
saying go to the town. Where did I say go to the town? I'm saying Malrathis will probably go to the town if he goes anywhere.
Then what are you
We should go
advocating
to
for?
his church.
If I'm correct, I think Wary's suggesting we rest up and then we go attack the church while he's heading to town. Heading to the town, yes?
that's what I thought he was getting
We
at.
could do a split push. Some of us remain back at town, making sure they're defended from any would-be counterattack, while others head to the church.
You know, if anything, if he does pull some kind of attack on the town, we could use this to our advantage, although no, you'd have to disguise yourself. If you presented as proper agents of the Everbloom, you could evacuate people, get good press for our actual organization, strike a fake blow against the Empire, and get people out of Malrathis' clutches, but
What makes you think they'll listen?
well, if he attacks them, that's something, but
Oh, so we just wait until the innocents are in danger to try convincing them of who we are.
I mean, look, I'm not advocating for that, but
The problem is
it's
these
like you
people are-
said, if we try to take the fight to the town, we'll start a fight, then probably a fire.
It does track, yes.
I mean, have you seen how badly these people are brainwashed?
The ones in the town aren't. If the ones in the town were brainwashed, they'd be here.
N-
Or somewhere else.
Well, I
They-
think the people that were here because they work here.
The people in the town are sufficiently brainwashed in the fact that they believe that the church is helping them. They may not be zealots and willing to take up arms for the church yet, but give it time.
Then all that means will be going into the town will be an even more dangerous proposition for us because we'll be surrounded by those we
We're
won't
not
kill.
saying to go back to town. We're saying to use the fact that he might go to the town to regain a rest up,
Well,
regain
no,
our spells, and then we do a surgical strike, either intercepting Malrathis or on his headquarters. And
no,
force him
Garridan
back.
exactly did say to go back to town to evacuate people.
No, not like all of us. Like Tyraneth said, like a B team or Team 2 or
I think that
Team
that is.
other
I
would
th-
be there to keep an eye on if Malrathis tries something.
I
Just
I think I think that is wise. Try not to get into any fight or anything, but
She
Team
just
team that not made a team that doesn't burn the ground where they walk, basically. She will sort of indicate this.
what? She just pinches the bridge of her nose. Okay. Lay the evacuation plan out for me.
not really a plan, it's more of just a thought.
Okay, well, what's your thought? You go there to these brainwashed people, sending half of our group, who will then be entirely defenseless if they can't evacuate them.
Not entirely defenseless. I mean, they're all skilled warriors.
And it's a town of people that they can't kill.
Alright, what point are you actually arguing for? Like,
So there's children in danger at the church.
I'm
you were the
saying
one who brought up the moral implications of it. I'm trying to accommodate that.
I'm saying splitting up is fairly stupid.
In that case, thus prepare a decapitating strike at the church itself then. And then even if Malrathis were to go to town to collect more followers, assuming how this creature's poison works, as long as we kill Malrathis, they'll be fine.
Hey, remind me how long it took us to get here?
About a day.
From the town to this lumber mill?
Pretty sure it's about a day. I'll go check to make sure, but it's, you know. Boop, 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 boop. You guys are north, you guys are over here. Okay, probably not a day, actually. So you guys had your cart, you guys were moving pretty fast. It was probably only a couple hours, actually.
yeah, we left earlier than the people who come to work here. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys would have taken about 2 hours to get here. Give or take some time or whatnot, depending on the actual route you took.
I think the only safe plan, if we assume Melrathis leaves his temple, is to intercept him on the road.
I agree. I think that would be the safe plan. If he, I think it unlikely for him to leave his temple, to be honest. But I think if he does, he will, or if he already has, he will either return to the temple or go to the town. He's not coming here. Is all I'm saying.
Out of character, it was what Cry found. We might have a different option.
Let's also. We should see what Yazker dug up. Look, I think staying here is fine. Meeting him on the road, at least neither side has a territorial advantage.
We
I
are
do,
closer to the crossroads than he is, so we'd be able to set up an ambush.
to be honest, given what just happened, I see the wisdom of kind of just going after his church and then letting people think the Empire ransacked it, or excuse me, the barony.
I also have the sneaking suspicion that even if we find Malrathis on the road, he'll do finger quotes and everything. That won't be him. It'll just be something, and he'll still be at the church.
What are you suggesting, Larry?
Uh, I do not think that finding him on the road will solve the issue.
He would likely send a body double or a representative.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah.
What are you suggesting?
Why do I have to be suggesting something? You want me to make a suggestion? I am confused.
If we leave now, we can make a camp at the crossroads and wait and make an ambush. If he's not there, we bypass them and go to the church while it's less defended. If he is there, then we have an ambush set up to take him on.
I don't think you would find a representative, at least not one of particular notoriety. I'm pretty sure we just killed this commander. Points at the whisperer.
This is a pretty local, small cult.
Hold on one second. I wanna read the thing, but
I will copy pasta that into your library channels just so you have that information saved.
No, it's more of how much do we actually know about this type of creature?
oh,
Big.
does I'm sorry. Does Christ share that information?
I think they were just coming over to give us that now.
I did say that there are children in danger at the church in their dungeons.
Mid reading through it, they did say that.
Okay. That would have changed Lunara's entire demeanor. I thought I did hear you say that, but I was wrapped
I
up
mean,
in what
to be fair, it is also in character for Lunara to ignore Cry. So
Yeah, she would not ignore children in danger.
Wait, children in danger? Let's go.
That leaves out burning down the church, huh?
No burning down the children.
After
Yeah.
we evacuate the children?
Maybe then.
But they're in a dungeon in a cave, aren't they?
So what you're saying is that even if the church burns down, the children will not be harmed, yes?
Okay, I do wanna stress one thing. Just because fire happened to be an effective solution just about every time we've proven it, we shouldn't make it our thing. Fire has no ally except you, I guess.
Besides, if you would start a fire at the mouth of a cave, all the smoke goes in the cave, and then you suffocate
That
the
is fair.
children, which is worse.
Very well. We will not.
It also shows a depiction of children in a dungeon. Sage, is the depiction of the children of in the dungeon in the cave or in the?
The walls of the. Let me just go back to the map, so I can describe it better.
Sorry, because it kind of could go either way with how you wrote it.
Yeah. All right. The walls of the dungeon's depiction appear to be carved natural stone. They're fairly uniform, so it looks like they were designed like someone went into a natural cave, and like smoothed them out. But they do appear to be natural stonework.
So they're not laid bricks. All right.
They're not laid bricks, no. There is a iron grated bar, which is the actual dungeon portion of it, where the kids are inside. Yeah, and his depictions would have gotten you guys about. I will go on this map and just reveal what you guys would see, because you guys would have some knowledge of what would be visible here. But you guys may continue your thing while I reveal this map.
Look, if there are kids in danger there, then, well, that's my top priority.
In which case, our priority changes to attacking the church then, yes?
I would as well like to save the children.
Well, saving the children would mean not attacking the church outright.
In what way? We don't burn it down. We just kill everybody that's not children there.
And then the guards run into the church and use the children as hostages. Meaning we either leave Malrathis, or we let them kill the children that we know they are more than capable of doing. The only hope of getting them out is covertly, before the attack.
So in that case, we would need a distraction to get so people can actually sneak in.
Or we have two people in our group who are very good at digging. And the tunnels are underground. Instead of going through the church, we just go under the church.
To be fair,
I-
most of the people we've seen aren't monsters, other than that dude who very genuinely did look like he was made out of foreskin. Unfortunate bastard. The militiamen seemed normal, but even the cultists, they didn't immediately jump to violence. They did want us to surrender without starting a fight.
That's because they wanted to convert us.
Yeah, but, hard to do that if they start using children as meat shields.
But the more
It's a good thing to be worried about, and I like your idea of a covert rescue operation. But it is also something we would need to plan to make sure that we don't put them in harm's way through transit.
I am going to point out though, their leader or whatever that was seems incredibly perceptive to the point of annoyance.
All right. So, here is the church map. Let me know when you're loaded. And you guys can continue your conversation while you're loading.
we're not forced and centered or anything.
Motherfucker.
You're not loading us.
I didn't control
not
H.
revealed.
There you go. It was not.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you said here is the I thought you were like.
Yep. I forgot to control H first before I controlled F and E. So it was still not visible to players' base. If it's map's not visible to players, it doesn't teleport you guys. It does mention that there is a passage within the chapel, which I will reveal in a moment. But he didn't actually take it. He just saw people going into the passage for the notes.
Okay, but there is one that's outside the church.
There is one inside the church, and then there's a cave entrance on the mountain face, which you can actually see visibly on the map. You have to be perceptive, or I can zoom in and point it out. But let me know when you guys are loaded.
I'm assuming this.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the cave entrance.
I'm assuming I'll load in at some point. I am
Also-
loaded.
To clarify something you sort of expressed earlier, did you say these things fought gods and the gods didn't kill all of them?
The Beruga, or not Beruga. Yeah, the Beruga, that's the actual species. Yes, they were cast off drifts of energy that toiled with the gods. The divines were like, fuck that shit, and locked them away. Some were able to hide and shrieked away into the smallest forms, biding their time as best they could. That's a very brief
Well, that was,
recap of what
I
they're about.
appreciate the ketchup. That was also a question too, Lunara.
Did I mention that?
I don't know, like you it was implied through the visions and the mind link, I think. Like you can get ideas across. Which is why I'm asking for a specification, which I guess is also a stage question.
Well, no, I'm just. Did I see that in the vision that the Baruga were fighting gods?
No, I think that was just part of the knowledge check you guys had.
Oh,
Yeah, some of the lore of them
we'll
is that they were once destroyed, or nearly destroyed by the divine.
Lunar will just nod at you.
Mm-hmm. Alright. But for you guys' knowledge, here's the temple map. The chapel's here. That's the new church. You guys have the pathway leading up. Behind the chapel, there is the cave entrance. The cave entrance leads up here, which depicts the interior that the good old foreman died gathering this information for. It kind of depicts the actual main entrance. Kind of shows that there's a large, freaky-looking door up here, a glowing symbol. That he wouldn't been able to pick, the full top-down view. You can just tell that there's a light there, and that's weird. So we would have depicted that. He didn't really explore this way. He explored this way and noticed the children, got the fuck out of there after seeing the children. Because, too many guards, he can't do it himself. In terms of the entrance, he knows. Let me go and reveal this. Boop. Boop. Right, here's the interiors for the chapel, for the second and third floor. And then for the interiors of the actual first floor, the ground floor. There we go. There's the interior of the ground floor. It looks like behind the trying to think of the eastern, that's the right way, eastern staircase, like behind all these crates, there is a passageway that you saw someone take.
How many? Does it say how many kids are in the cell?
He noticed 3.
How many castings of invisibility do we have currently with everyone's spent energy?
I can cast it. Yasker speaks up. Taradanath will look at his spell list. Norai?
If that cave is stone, I cannot burrow through it.
I'm actually still pretty good on spells, just not invisibility.
I
also
still
do
can
not have
cast swing
invisibility.
sword.
Taranaf and Ragnar kind of look at each other. Yeah, we're pretty spent, actually.
With about an hour's prep work, I would be able to find the turn feather to cast invisibility.
How many times?
If you upcast, you can invisibility more than one person, right?
You just got way quiet.
I didn't understand what you just said.
Okay, I was just making sure that with invisibility, the upcast is
More targets.
well, I'd have to concentrate on it, but I'd be able to turn 3 people invisible.
So we have 4, effectively.
I
Can
think
you use that spell through... She just flicks her eyes at the dragon.
While Ailey is part of my pack, they are not able to cast spells given to us.
You're still kind of quiet. They are not able to cast the spell?
They are not.
We do also need to consider the idea that Malrathis might actually be expecting us to go save the children. Which, I mean, that shouldn't stop us from saving children. Saving children is, the correct answer. But,
Well, hopefully he wouldn't be expecting us this soon.
The
Here is my proposal then. And she is speaking through gritted teeth as if saying these words pains her greatly. We move to the crossroads. We set up the ambush and we rest. If he comes to us, then we'll at least know where the majority of his forces are and that they are not at the temple, whether that is actually a doppelganger or not. If he doesn't, then we know he's still at the temple, which gives us an advantage, and we're rested.
look, I think we could take him if we had to, or at least hold off long enough to get the kids out. It's just, we don't really have the resources for like a full-on split-up stealthy approach.
You didn't see what I saw? I don't think we could take him currently. Especially because he won't be alone. Whether we go with this idea or not in character, I'm just saying it's extremely obvious to tell that it is painful for Lenara to suggest not Fallout assaulting that place to get the kids out of there and actually wait. but
Mhm.
she's trying to be tactical.
Side note, how close are we to level 7?
It was pretty far.
Damn,
And
okay.
another option might be taking these documents to the town and rallying the militia against the church.
And then we
That's not a
sneak in,
bad compromise.
and then we sneak we sneak in from somewhere and free the children and slash or kill Rufus.
Do we have anyone capable of long-term communication among us?
What do you mean long term?
Well, sorry, long range.
Oh,
I can
Because
send an owl or the like.
that's not a bad idea if we get this information to Alexander. He can start to work to help people see the light.
I
The
would not trust
non-literal
this
light.
information to an owl, nor would I think most
Well-
people would believe random correspondence flying in from the sky.
Well, we send one of us, and Alexander is the militia captain. He has been operating this resistance in secret. Meanwhile, while he does that, the long-range communication is that we go to the church in an attempt to be stealthy, rescue the children strictly to rescue the children, get them out there, bring them back to the town. That combined with the evidence we have here, we might be able to break their grip, or excuse me, Maldrath's grip on things. And if we find the seed while we're at the church, all the better.
I wouldn't
Problem-
I wouldn't count out an owl. Not just a simple owl. More like Sophia here. Add a character, animal messenger, cast like sending, so it's just instantly hit. Yeah.
I don't think she means the reliability of delivery. I think she means trusting owl post from the sky.
Yeah. I mean, part of it was, yes, an owl can get shot down, but most of it was just, who the fuck is gonna trust sky birds? This ain't Harry Potter.
What I'm saying is
What's that?
the skybird suddenly is cast and then leaves and then instantly tells the person, like a sending spell would, what just happened. There's not really a counter unless someone's physically here to cast counterspell when he has to cast it.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Animal
but
messenger in 5e is weird.
Well, animal
That's
messenger in
also
5e is something you could actually kill. I use it as if it were sending.
Ah, okay.
Well, that in and of itself, I think, would be a trust issue. I mean, are you just going to trust any random sending that says, "Hey, I'm your ally.
He-
This is what's going on"?
Sending says you
It'd
know
give us
exactly
a
who
code
sent it.
phrase,
It was also
and that
Yeah. We could just give him the code phrase.
Anyway, that's my plan. If we want to send Yazgul back with the information, Alexander knows that we're working with him. He does that, and he'll also know that there was a ruckus here. The man we sent off does believe that the Empire was here investigating heresy, and while the town is in something of a religious panic, which Malrathis will probably have to address if he doesn't want to lose his power base, we go to the temple, rescue the children, get them to safety, and then confront Malrathis if we have to.
There's one problem with your plan, but first, she looks to Cry. Ailey is, if I remember, good at getting into places where she's unwanted.
mostly kitchens, but she can be.
So that's who's been in my supply.
Can you send her into the lumber mill to scout for supplies? As in, we might as well just do a few investigation checks while we're sitting here talking.
I thought those were already covered, since Sage already gave us the loot.
Did he?
The binding of notes that gave you all the information on the temple and Malrathis was what Yasker found from the basement within the lumber mill space, hidden basement.
Yeah.
I would
and,
prefer not to have Ailey out of my sight that long.
Not
and
for
the-
nothing, but if you don't think we stand a chance against Malrathis in a straight fight, I don't think we want to go and just meet him in a crossroads like it was a lawman versus criminal standoff.
No, that wasn't my problem. My problem was sneaking in to get the kids. With that pathway, it is going to be near impossible. I could sneak in and out all day, but little children, especially scared, are usually not quiet, and that is far from the entrance. That's why I was asking about the invisibility, but that point is rendered rather moot if Cry must come with us.
Either way, the best defense we have against Malrathis right now is that he doesn't exactly know who we are. If we go and call him out in a crossroads, especially if he sends a proxy, he might use the children to actually do something. God forbid he might even speed up this ritual or whatever.
That's why we would ignore the proxy and only take it on if it was him.
But then we're in the middle of nowhere.
Alright,
with a
how
thing
about
chasing us.
if we're going to secure the children, how about this? Cry can rest on the way there, giving them 3 castings. Ein casts invisibility on Cry. Cry goes with me. We get the children. Cry casts invisibility on the 3 kids. Yes, that will break Cry's invisibility. I'm just now realizing.
There's
Yeah,
a
but
duration on invisibility.
I'm saying you cast it when we're there.
Okay, but as long as we're in the mind link, I could stay in the dungeons while you lead the children out, and then when you give me the all clear, I can cast it on myself and get myself out.
How? You're only gonna have 3 castings, aren't you?
My binding gives me more magic than a typical warlock would. I have 9-pack magic, and I could cast it once for free because of the binding.
Look, not for nothing. I feel like we're talking in circles, but every time we've tried a split up plan when we've been here, it might have worked out well in the end, but the middle part was always abject chaos.
I mean, you have just described combat.
Yes.
Beyond that, individual members of us being in mortal danger, being separated from the group. With this one, it was commoners almost dying in a fire. All I'm saying is I'm advising counsel. It might be better to have the group to deal with children and protect them from danger instead of
The main
moving out of
concern,
formation and having the adult get knocked out or something.
the main problem is these creatures are incredibly perceptive. Invisibility alone will not detect from them.
And we should have 2
Mostly
groups
looking at-
then.
Mhm.
If we are to go into the cave and rescue the children, visibility will not work against them. One should play the distraction, the other should get the children out.
That's probably the best approach.
It also might not be a bad idea to see if it's a long shot, and I don't think we should leave children unprotected for that long, but to figure out whatever happened to the matron of the orphanage. I don't think she just left for a walk and never came back due to coincidence.
She's likely in the process of being converted.
If she is at the church, yes, but there was another a noble estate or something that I think she went to. Perhaps she is looking for aid in, fighting the church.
Well, for what it's worth, I think the best thing we might be able to do to throw Malrathis off his scent, especially if they think the barony is after them, is to work with Alexander, start raising dissent in the town. If he doesn't want to hurt them, if he wants to keep them as his flock, he'll go there and try to use his psychic, or whatever you want to call it, enchanting influence to beguile them again. Hopefully leaving his mind occupied with that task while we rescue the children, and maybe, if we're hopeful, find the seed. At least that way, if nothing else, we can send any number of you all back to back to the Everbloom with, the things we need to cure the horrible plague.
That's not a bad idea. Send the bird, sow dissent, use the invisibility for some of us to go in. We can cause a distraction if we like. Get the kids out. And then profit? I don't know.
Mhm. Also, do the items we found or in the lumber yard need to be identified?
I don't know.
Wait, is
They're not
Ragnar our
magical.
boss?
Technically, she's the highest ranking member of the order within 1 mile right now.
Ha! Okay. Huh. So she is.
Also, just as a point of technicality, like, I think to have the animal messengers plan working to give us an early warning, Yasker actually needs to be in the town, like, seeing what's
Well, my problem with the animal messenger plan is like with these documents we have proof, but does the proof like work with that?
Why wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just like if it goes as ascending, if Sage rules it like ascending, then
They couldn't have the animal pick up the document and fly it over there now. You'd have to do an
No,
actual
like-
bird to do that.
No, like, we literally, Yasker physically goes and meets with Alexander and
Mhm.
gives him the documents.
Could be an
And then
option.
he serves as our communication hub if Malrathis tries something funny.
is Yasker the fastest among us?
He could turn into an animal, which will let him move fast. Ragna has a 50-foot move. Habib has a 50-foot move. Taranaf has 40, and Yasker has a natural 45. Those are all their naturals. But Yasker can turn into a horse, for example, and go 60.
A lot of our group has a 50-foot movement speed.
Well, she is a barbarian with a high strength. He is a
30
monk.
feet.
He is a elf with the bonus movement of being a elf, and then Yasker's a weird druid with some interesting feats.
Technically, if Ein goes, Ein can cut whatever overland travels they need to do in half. Because magic boots.
Yeah, so I think the real thing would be either which way, if Yasker goes there or goes with you, it'd give you some form of communication. If he goes with you, means if you want to tell the town about something, you could actually tell Yasker, hey, do this, and then he'd be like, hey, person of the town, here's what's going on. Otherwise, you just have to hope that he messaged you. Because he doesn't know if you need to message or not.
I think that
Now,
I think the best action of that is if Malrathis starts like a purge of the town or something, or God forbid the Empire hears what
Yeah.
we did and shows up to actually purge it, then maybe our best course of action is literally rescue the children, get the seed, get the fuck out.
Why do I think that's actually going to be the next combat after this Malrathis arc? Because we impersonated Osmond Tarn. Save the town from being purged.
Well,
Fuck.
You say get the children, get the seed, like the seed is not in the middle of where Malrathis is sitting.
Well, what I'm saying is, on the off chance that, like, the worst case scenario of the Empire somehow, like, Donny Osmond has some kind of enchantment where he immediately knows someone is impersonating him. And he does some scrying on this town or something, and he sees this ancient, god-feared enemy, and supposed agent of the Empire tearing it up, literally shows up and does an actual purge. Our best shot might actually be like, well, shit. Instead of pointlessly throwing our lives away, we rescue the children, get the seed we need to cure the plague, get back to the Everbloom, and then regroup from there.
The resistance adopts the children
Okay, but you're forgetting about the children in the town.
while they're purged. Good luck.
Yeah,
Well-
Lunara's not going to accept that.
Look, I don't want to tell Lunara what her character is, but I'm pretty sure if the Everbloom as a group could have fought the Empire on even terms at full purge, they probably would have done so already.
Yeah, I agree. I am just saying she is not going to go with a plan that is, we'll save this group of kids, but this other group of kids can burn.
That's the plan. That's the worst case scenario that we're hoping doesn't happen. But realistically, that's a knock Lunara out and then drag Lunara with us moment.
And that's
Huh.
Lunara leaves this campaign.
Yeah.
She's
also,
not part of your group. She
Also-
is.
Aren't you literally an agent of the Everbloom?
also, you
They are an
probably
agent of
would
the
have to.
Everbloom.
I'm confused.
They also
You-
have
you
had a
have
dream
very-
connecting each of you together.
You also have the problem that Wary shares that motivation, so you'd have to knock him out too. And good luck with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Look,
Maybe
all
we'll
I'm
hit level
saying is,
7, then I can dimension door as well.
look, all I'm saying is, if the Empire shows up here and starts purging the entire town, that does not sound like a fight we can win. Especially if we have a bunch of other children in tow that we're bringing into a dangerous environment. Literally, the best case scenario if that happens would be having Gazker in there so we actually know what's happening instead of showing up and,
Making
blindsiding
things
our
work.
way into a purge.
Well, then, if that's the case, then the best plan of action would be we all go back, bring the evidence, and evacuate the town.
But you yourself have said that
We need to
you
save the
yourself
kids.
have raised the concern that that doesn't necessarily mean they're all going to immediately be on our side. I think that's a potential way that we
How
could...
damning is the evidence? Like, is it enough to basically break the...
There are pictures of kids in.
It's
cages.
enough to definitely cause immediate outrage, if not outright just refusal to accept Malrathis anymore. There might be some common folk who are far enough along within the cult that they might be considered cultists at this point, but that would be the rare few. The evidence is pretty
Okay.
fucking damning.
Also-
how likely is it for those cult to get the town to string those people who still refuse to believe up in the
I
good
mean-
old-fashioned village lynch mob?
We don't need them to. I'm sure we can non-lethal those people.
I
Look,
mean,
the-
yes, but it saves us effort.
But again, as I mentioned, we don't know what Malrathis is doing. If someone gets information to him that's like, hey, these heroes and or empire agents of the barony are inspiring a full-blown revolt, he might just say, okay, I'm going to finish whatever ritual I need to do, which might lose us both the children and the seed. Alexander came to us with, like, oh, I have some suspicions, I just don't have anything to back it up.
And
he
now we have
is-
something to back it up.
Yeah, we let him deal with it. Like, we got him what he wanted. He's capable, he's a combatant, he signed up for this.
I think that's actually our best plan at this point. We send one NPC back with the actual notes, and the
I
rest
would
of us
suggest-
drift.
I would actually suggest sending 2 NPCs. 1 messenger can be killed. 2 is harder.
How many people does it take to deliver a message?
5.
Seriously, no one finished the quote for me?
I did it in my head.
I did it in my head too, but I answered 5.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that the party's
honestly-
plan, though?
one, I think we can send Yasker. He's the one that has the best chance of actually evading someone. Sending him with Tyranath or Ragnar or Veep might just slow him down.
True.
If someone's on his tail, he, turns into like a bird or a gopher or something.
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
Well, I think part of the discussion, since this is an angle I haven't heard you guys discuss yet, if you do send an NPC to go to town, part of it should also be which NPCs do you want with you in the fight up in the
Yeah.
temple. Because you
Well,
have a
that's-
monk, you have a barbarian ranger in Ragna, You have Terranath, who's just a ranger, specialized in archery. And then you have Yasker, who is a druid, who is a beast walker druid, a Circle of the Moon, who's got a lot of benefits for being, wild shaping and things of that nature. He's pretty fast as well, so.
I think one of the concerns was we want Yasker with us so that we can communicate with the person we sent back to town.
How does
Right?
Yasker allow us to do that?
Actually,
Animal messenger.
You'd be able to
I
cast it
think
while you're there.
I gotta double check, but I think I have Animal Messenger as a barbarian.
Are you talking about the like second level feature from
Yeah.
it's animal. Speak with animals.
Ah.
Yeah. I was playing a barbarian recently, and I noticed that myself, and I was like, that's new and different.
Well, there's no good plan here that doesn't highly risk one side. Or at least
Or
not
you
that
mean-
we've come up with.
I mean, yeah, it's. Do we want to all move as a 9-man unit? And then just deliver the notes to Alexander, then go back to the church afterwards?
Do we want to start a riot first, or do we want to try to handle this more under the table?
Or do you want to do it at the same time? Because a riot is the perfect distraction to do the under the table stuff.
All of us going to the town is not an option. Starting a fight in the town with Malrathis is not gonna be good.
If we stake out the road between Ain and Wary, I doubt anyone would be able to outpace us to where we're trying to get to.
Although, I do want to say, I actually want to change my opinion. Because I'm thinking about this wrong. Lunara does not fucking care about the adults dying. So if we start a riot in the town, use the villagers to help us take down Malrathis, or at least distract Malrathis, as long as we have a plan to get the children that are in town out, Lunara actually does not give a shit, because she's
I mean-
a hard bitch like that.
I'm sorry, we are not using the villagers. We're giving the chance to fight for freedom.
We're not using them because this is what Alexander asked us to do. He was like, "Hey, I think these guys are suspicious, and I want to move on them, but I don't have any, proof."
Yeah, we're using.
Hey,
We're also not using like the entire town. We're using the militia.
But if we go back there with proof, anyone with kids, or even just an outraged citizen, is probably want to get in on this.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, let's.
they could be our distraction for the church, so that we could offer to save their children while they make commotion upstairs.
I guess if we're banking on the idea that Malrathis could have killed these people if he wanted, but he needs them for something. If we cause a crisis of faith, he's probably gonna go and like mollify them because he needs money, and he, I guess, still needs stuff to finish his church.
You know what? I just kind of had a great idea. The only problem with it is time. And it's kind of already been said, but I'm just putting the pieces together. If we get the people in the town thoroughly pissed off, which between all of our speakers and face characters, I'm not worried about, and drag the town to Marathis' temple, yeah, they serve as a distraction while we go into the back. That actually plays really well. And that means the town is empty in case Angry McFuckface decides to like pay it a visit because of what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, maybe we can get some healing potions now that they're not all dedicated to the Church of Malrathis. That
I still.
The problem
think
was
the
that they were sold
further-
out, wasn't it?
Yeah, because all of them, the Church of Malrathis bought all of them.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
we'd have to get them from
We
there.
need to.
Guys, we have been talking over Sean all night.
Yeah, sorry.
Talking over everything. Kinda do.
I guess I only notice it when it's you. Sorry.
No, I mean it's just kind of the way of going over ideas that are loose. I would have to assume that Malrathis, if he's this kind of weird plant tree thing, probably has some kind of way of knowing if people are crawling around his nethers. I think it's better if we get Malrathis to go to the town and just, get him as far away as possible.
Right, but then even if Malrathis does decide, oh hey, there are people in my cave, he can't just ignore the people on his doorstep that want revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He has to do something about that.
Well, yeah, but at that point, if he looks at it and he goes, okay, it's either lose these people or lose my entire operation, he might just kill all those people.
Which Lunara is fine with because all those people are adults.
Okay, but we're exposing them to danger, which is also bad.
Okay, I'm confused because when I said 5 minutes ago we would be using these people, everyone said, we're not using them, they're consenting and they want to do this. But
Well,
now we're. What?
Ein is okay with it, but Ein is
it's
also chaotic neutral.
it's the difference between letting Alexander do his job and be like, hey, I'm the law of this town. Let's kick Malrathis out.
I mean,
And
so
us.
so here's the thing. I say we consult with Alexander anyway, and he rouses the militia instead of leading an angry mob over. The militia are people who signed up to defend the town and are ready to die for it. Your average civilian with the pitchfork is not. The
All I'm
militia.
saying is, if we actively go there as us and be like, let's go to Mount Rathus' church and burn it down, we're introducing them into a chaotic, dangerous environment.
But that's no less dangerous than if Angry McFuckface shows up and decides to do a purge.
That's actually less dangerous because they're already out of the town.
Yeah, but we don't directly control that. Like, if the Empire somehow has the ability to instantaneously know what we did, and they show up, we can't stop them. We
Okay,
at least have the idea that Malrathis might actually not want to just say, alright, fuck it, I'm clearing the board.
let me ask you this. Do you think the commoners are safer in the town?
Yes.
Or
I also think the children that we're going to rescue are safer if Malrathis is in the town. Because then they aren't there. If Malrathis thinks like, oh shit, we're going to, dismantle his entire operation, and it was like, oh, all I needed to do was like do this ritual and sacrifice these kids. Fuck it, I'll just sacrifice the kids.
well, right, but then why would he ever come to the town?
Because if he needs these people and he doesn't exactly know what we're doing, he might not be like, well, okay, my end game either has to be now or at least, like, other than having a runner go and say, hey, there's some random fucking dudes and ladies here, you don't really know who we are.
Okay. I think I see the point you're trying to make. The point is, we don't want to push Malrathis too much into a court until he's away from his seat of power.
Yeah,
We-
exactly. Plus,
we want to make things hard for him, but we don't want to push him to the point where he resorts to the nuclear option, basically. Right?
yeah, plus if he thinks we're, the barony, and we go march up there as the barony, he again might just say, fuck it. And it's like, okay, well, if you're gonna want open war, this is the first casualty.
Honestly, the whole pretending to be the barony thing has me personally extremely confused. Not why we're doing it, but like what parts are in play. I'm having a lot of trouble following it. So that could be part of my issue. So, alright, is the idea here send evidence back with whoever, have Alexander rally militia, have militia provide distraction at the temple, save kids during distraction.
Hope
No,
to find seed.
My entire argument is we get Malrathis to come to the town so that he's the furthest possible away for us as possible. if we don't believe we can actually fight him. We get out with the children and maybe the speed, and then fucking leave and come back with reinforcements.
Yeah, but we don't know that he is gonna come to the town.
Oh, this whole discussion has been predicated on we don't know where Malrath currently is or going to be.
But he is much more likely to have to deal with something on his doorstep than he is to halt his ritual, travel, 8 hours to the town.
But if he's at his doorstep, then he can just finish his ritual. He can have his minions, like the actual brainwashed ones, hold everyone off if he thinks he's, found out. If he thinks he's still undercover, like, apparently his church is still unfinished, he might actually go back to the town and try to pull his, like, hey, look, if you don't have me and if you don't give me money and finish my church, you've seen the shadow thing. They'll come and get you.
My only problem with that is if we present evidence, like, he's gonna know something happened.
Yeah, and he's gonna know something happened while he's in the town.
The thing is,
Probably already knows something happened.
all right. The thing is, he needed a runner to actually know information. But theoretically, anyway, we don't. He knows we probably killed one of his commanders, but he doesn't know what we're doing after that.
We can't assume that. The runner might have just been for show.
Potentially, but it's more of I don't think he has. I don't think or he has scrying yet. Actually, there's a chance he might have scrying, but honestly, if he has scrying, well, all this is a moot point anyway. I want to gamble on him not being able to scry us and get information that way, basically.
If he has a runner, what the runner told him is a group of people have destroyed your lumber mill.
No, all the runner knows is that. Wait, did the runner? Are we talking about the guy who left to go?
The first
F
runner
Malrathis?
went to go basically rein in you guys, being like, there's a bunch of rebel rousers here. We need to go have you talk to them. Basically ease the minds of the citizenry, these people claiming that you are a monster and whatnot.
Okay, so he's
Then there's-
already. That's what I was thinking. He's
Yeah.
already under the impression that the townsfolk are having doubts.
Well, they would have specifically mentioned a group of outsiders, so assuming the townsfolk is what they would say would be not accurate. Then there was the
And-
people who fled this combat, those who were still on the side of Malrathis. Which, I mean, there was only one guard who saw the actuality of what was happening here. The rest just fled because, oh shit, the fucking, Empire's here.
So none of the guards are gonna tell him anything about the town.
As
If you wanna march the entire town up to their door, I think that works just as fine as well. Like it's the same goal essentially. Like he has to deal with people that he is, that are unhappy with him. I still say that if he does it at his temple, he might just say fuck it and just go along with his plans and kill everyone.
I can,
I'm trying to work this plan on the least likely chance that we physically encounter Malrathis.
I can certainly send Alexander a message. I just need to know what we want to send.
I think the problem is Justin won't give him enough to work with. Like part of it is we need to send the documents.
I'll only have enough power remaining to provide 2 such animals. I have 2 second level spell slots remaining. So the documents would certainly be enough. Turn the town,
Oh,
perhaps
no,
even, but
Cry's saying just let him know that we have evidence. Okay.
Giving him a heads up so he's not just
Blind.
sideswiped when we show up with it would be a fair idea.
Hey, that's great, but that doesn't help the latter part of the plan, which is what we're fighting about.
But it gets the plan started, and inaction is going to cause more death at this point.
speaking of time, I need to add another 10 minutes to my clock. Just because you guys have been discussing for a bit now, so I've been just keeping track of time.
I still believe that if we think he's out of the field, like he's in play, like traveling, our best bet is to head up to the church. The worst case scenario is that he happens to be there, and we happen to have to deal with him, which would be the same thing if we marched up to the temple with an angry mob. Still have to deal with him in fashion.
Let me check something. Okay, so it's a mile. This is a stupid idea, but I'm gonna throw it out there to see if we can work with it. I am really good with disguise. I can pretend to be a runner and go to Malrathis' temple and tell him whatever we want. I mean, there are dead bodies here that have the clothes of cultists that I can use. I have my mask. I have my normal disguise skill. That is an option. Of course, if I get found out, we're kind of fucked. I mean, I can keep you in the mind link and, like, say...
I mean, so that's the main concern, though. Like, we've actually seen their insight and perception checks, and they are fucking stupid. Like, even being actual face characters with deception and all the cloak and dagger stuff, we are barely able to have a small edge over them. Is the problem.
I don't remember their roles. I mean, I remember you
plus
failing.
11. Plus 11 for some of them.
Well, plus 11 was for the Whisperer.
Okay,
that's
plus
a lieutenant, so if you're looking at the Zealots, they have a plus 8.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should stick together. Like, if we want to do like a short range split to try and stealth kids out, but if your concern is that we're not going to be very successful because kids are loud and cannot be effectively sneaky, then we might as well just literally go in there with everyone we have and just, kick ass, grab them all, and get the heck out.
I like this plan.
Hold on, I do want to point out that for deception, would it be deception for, like, when I'm disguised, I'm assuming?
You would be using your disguise kit, which would be proficiency with your disguise kit. And then you'd probably be using charisma for most checks. Setting up the disguise itself is a base charisma, though. A charisma plus proficiency, unless you're expertise with disguise kits. And disguise is opposed by perception / investigation. Perception might notice something's like a little weird. Like you might have like some makeup misplaced. Investigation would be required to do a full, thorough investigation of this person's
Well,
disguise.
then how does my false idol work if... Because, like, I'm assuming if I'm disguised, what they're going to want to see is the person that I look like. Like, generic cult member wearing generic cult member clothes.
I mean, your mask is, or your passive is certainly pretty powerful. It is an easy assumption to do for them to see something like that. It's very, very unlikely they might think something else, but you can. It's a safe assumption that they would see a cult member and be like, it's a cult member. It's fine because your origin's special. It's not just a standard disguise.
That moment when you encounter the paranoid guard who wants to see conspiracies everywhere.
Yeah, I mean it's happened before actually once. So, like your origin is certainly powerful, but it does have its drawbacks at certain points.
I'm just trying to figure out mechanically how likely I am to...
Well, let me go look at my knowledge on the Baruga, because I know you guys know the basic knowledge about them. I'll tell you if I can provide you any additional information. Well, from your knowledge of the Baruga, you know that they have mind-altering venom, they have shape-changing abilities, they lead cults of followers, indicating that they have some form of high charisma or the like. Um, it's up to you if you think that you can handle such skill sets with your disguise ability. Unfortunately, I cannot provide any additional information at this point in time.
Then just a base disguise roll would be proficiency plus mod, correct?
Yeah.
1d8 plus proficiency plus mod.
D20 plus proficiency plus mod.
Oh.
Yes, your side dice is only applied if you fail the check, and you'd have to spend the point to do so. Also, I'm pretty sure side dice are D6. Maybe they're
38.
D8. Well, either which way.
Alright, so I have to my base disguise, nothing else, not the false idol, a 7.
Not bad.
On a 1, or sorry, on a 2, I beat all of the mooks.
Oh, they're passive.
I think it's a strange proposition. If you were worried about us possibly encountering and needing to fight Malrathis as a group, going in on your own seems ill-advised, but if that's what you want to do as a character, like in character, I wouldn't tell you no.
Well, I'm not going
Confidence.
into my own to save the kids, but I'm thinking we could do something like tell him some story or some concoction that can get either him or maybe some of his guards to leave and head towards town.
Hey, if that's what you would want to do in character, I wouldn't stop you.
I think this is, to be honest, a bit too much planning. If we give up for the information to Alexander, steps will be made for the town to repel Malrathis. That will end up with Malrathis having to do something about the town, either sending guards or going himself or something. It'll reduce whatever is happening, because not everyone in town is going to be convinced. Someone's going to go and tell Malrathis.
I mean, or he's going to not care because he has most of what he needs? I don't know. But also keep in mind, anyone from the town going to tell Malrathis anything is at least, what, a 10-hour proposition? Like, we got here, we got to the lumber mill in, like, I think Sage said 5 hours, and we had a horse, we had a cart.
It was 2 hours.
And 2 hours. We have a cart, and we were pushing it. The other place is still a couple of hours away.
Okay, so part of that was also my passive that basically halves our travel time.
Also,
Yeah,
my passive
that's what I
that
meant by
halves our
pushing it. So any runner going from the town to the temple is gonna take, I would get hazard 8 hours minimum.
Actually, couldn't we just murder the runner then? Like, if we could literally outrun the runner with Ein's passive, and then we just literally
No.
kill the runner?
The runner's been gone a while.
Not for nothing, because this is just speculation, but as a high-level magical creature running an intrigue-based cult, he might have at least one person in the town that has some sort of instantaneous communication. It's not exactly, like they're
I
not
mean, if
brimming
Animal
over,
Messenger,
but a fifth-level spellcaster is not that hard to come by.
I mean, if Animal Messenger is literally the first, it works like sending in the setting, right?
Mhm.
In that case, well, yeah, pretty much. All you need is some hippie, on like beluga venom drugs to go. Oh, I cast Animal Messenger to tell my Ruffus what's going on, and then yeah, he'll immediately know. So
I really think our best option is send someone to get Alexander the documents, head up to the church, rest along the way, try to save the children.
We try to save the children is an extremely vague plan.
I'm good with vague. You go in through the cave thing, and you hack and slash, and then kick down the door of the cell and go, "Come on, children, we here to save you," and head out.
Okay, but the cave is probably not going to be empty of enemies, and what stops any of those enemies from getting to the cage before us?
We're faster.
No, we're not.
We're not.
If people are already in the cave and we meet resistance at the cave mouth and they hear yelling and shouting, which their comrades are going to do,
Okay.
and they decide, all right, well, we're going to go guard the kids.
Okay.
How
Why would they go guard the kids instead of repelling a couple invaders?
Because the kids are important to the plan?
Okay,
Whether
so
the
they
kids
won't
are-
kill the kids. They'll guard the kids, and then we kill them when we arrive.
Okay, but if they take the children as hostages, are we going to risk that they won't kill them? Because
Why would
Lunara's not.
Why would they take the children as hostages? They
Because
already
it
are
gets
hostages.
us to leave.
Okay.
But then they
They
wouldn't
need
have
them
the
as
children for their
sacrifices.
ritual.
Yeah,
They need them as
it's-
sacrifices, and also
They they can't kill the children without the ritual. Killing the children without the ritual is a bad plan for them.
Okay, but they can still use the kids against us.
as cover, maybe.
I mean, that
Really,
is a
there's
risk
a
to
few
take, yes.
of us who can be very sneaky, who can go in first, see how far they can get, and if we get caught, luckily the big hitters are fast and they can catch up to us in no time.
Also, I am sneaky.
I see no downside of attempting stealth first and then going in guns blazing anyway.
I mean, the problem with attempting stealth first is look at. Are you still looking at the cave?
Yep.
Go look at the cave. If we get caught here, and there are people over here, we are now trapped inside.
Okay.
All of the rest of the people can still come in here, but we're more than likely gonna get fucked before that happens. That, and I mean, you're gonna have invisibility, but is your stealth particularly high?
I can get myself up.
Wait, can't hear you.
I can get my stealth up to a +6.
One thing I'm thinking, if we want to do it this way, take the stealth route. Me and you go into position. We don't get the kids out. The other people then come in and assault the cave. Me and you are already in position here to defend it. To defend the cage. Then we collapse in on whatever fight is going on up here. But that means taking a fight with whoever is in this cave in addition to more than likely Marathis.
We are taking a lot of assumptions on what's even in the cave. So what if we go into the cave first and then see how it goes and see if we can get the kids out? And if not, then we can do that.
I don't think there's a way to get the kids out realistically.
Well, we're not going to know until we try.
Right, and we need to have a plan for if we can't, because we're not going to be able to talk about it then.
I have a plan. It is called a massive sword.
Yes, and that is part of my plan. It also gives me and Cry the ability to flank from behind, taking them by surprise. The only
Well-
issue is if we get caught in the middle.
Then we go back the way we came in and ambush them out here.
Would be hilarious if we show up and there's no one there.
Like, yeah, but I'm not banking on no one being in this cave.
But we also shouldn't bank on it being full.
It doesn't matter if it's full or if it has 5 NPCs and 2 of them are zealots, or one of them's a whisperer, and we are standing in the middle of them. We're gonna die.
Eh?
Or at least get badly hurt.
So, as you guys are looking over the documents about what generally is around this area, the documents do list that the exterior of the, we'll call it a facility, has 2 patrols. Each patrol consists of 4 individuals. He is not able to note what type of creatures they are. He just knows that they're cultists. And these patrol in a circular pattern, both circling the chapel itself. They are exact opposites of each other, so there is a window where they're not actually giving much cover. There's definitely blind spots in their march. A full rotation for one particular group is 3 minutes.
Alright, but
Um,
does it say anything? Sorry.
That
We're
said,
done.
the groups themselves, since there's 2 of them, generally speaking, for the most part, each different section will have a moderate amount of coverage depending on the time of day. If you guys are going at night, obviously their patrols are kind of pointless for certain sections. In daytime, though, generally, if, for example, that one group is here and one group is here, this section here is completely obscured, as is this section over here and this section right here, and parts of this section up here. So there's like some dead zones that they just can't see. From the interior side, the notes do denote that though there was particularly one individual at the main entrance up here who was standing watch, he was able to distract him, causing him to leave his post, indicating that whoever's on guard there might be easily distracted or perhaps gullible. But he did leave his post, allowing entry from the main entrance inwards. He noticed that there were 4 people standing guard around the central chamber up here. And due to something you don't think is going to be occurring with you guys, you think it was just random happenstance, you're not exactly sure what, but the 2 guards here were called away. So there normally is 2 guards at the base of the children's cell, but they were called away and left their post empty. Other than that, he didn't notice any other guards in the area, but there are certainly, at the very least, 4, 8, 12, 15 guards in this location. Plus Maravis, wherever he might be. Now, that's knowledge from when he did this, which is before he was turned into, Cultist Whisperer.
Does he say anything about what this is?
He didn't have angle on it, unfortunately. You just saw that there was a glowing light there, so. Because he came in from here and then went down like that. Most of his vision was just like, oh, I can see over here, I can see over here, I can see over here. And then I can, go down here and, hey, look, I saw kids, I need to get the fuck out of here. Before they see me, so I can warn someone. And then you guys found his letter saying, gotta warn someone. And he got caught. So, that is what you know about the particular guards and the patrols in this area. In terms of the interiors of the chapel, it doesn't seem like you guys have much interest in going inside there, but normally there's about 5 cultists inside. chapel specifically. So add another 5 to that 15, so 20 total cultists that you're aware of this on map.
Plus Marathas.
Plus Malrathis. Now, that is knowledge gained from way back when, so, a couple weeks ago. These numbers might have changed, their positions might have changed, they might have also dwindled because of some of the murders that you have done back in town and at the lumber mill, or they might have increased and, then dwindled because of the murders you guys did.
But
baseline, you're
There
looking
was
at 20.
definitely some decrease somewhere along the line.
Yes, you guys have decreased their numbers at some point due to the murder going on within Tuskwitch. But that's what you know.
Pry, why would you go in first to investigate?
Because it seems you are a bit too worried about being caught that I'm willing to risk myself to inform the party of what's inside.
You're also a much worse option.
If you aren't going to go, someone has to.
I could go. I am good at sneaking.
I'm not so sure about that. Perhaps Ein? You trained as a spy.
I'm not worried about getting caught inside. I'm saying your flippant, oh, then we just go group back up is... she tries to think of a nice word for stupid.
I mean, it's hard to find a nice word for stupid, considering anything kind of has connotations of rude.
Look, I'm good to scout the place if that's what we want to do. Invisibility plus my stealth plus my disguise if I do get caught, like, I can probably handle this. I just don't think saying, oh, if we get caught, we walk out is as casual of a plan as it seems to be presented
I
as.
was muted.
Yes.
Okay. I'm complaints about their perception and all that aside, I could probably also do it, especially if I have the chance to actually, shape change and disguise myself before turning invisible. Because, that way, hey, I can also go just actually really fake being a cultist. Also, I'm fairly sure I have expertise in deception. So I do. That's my modifier. Yeah, I'm okay. We're good. Probably can bullshit our way out of that. So, if needed, I can go along with Lunara at like a safe distance.
What? Why
Not a
aren't
bad
we?
plan.
Why aren't
It's
we all?
because I can cast invisibility on 2 people at once. So,
But why aren't we all going?
Because right now we're talking about scouting.
this is for scouting when we're
Okay.
already there.
Look, we go and the people sneaking scout like 15 feet ahead.
Because depending on how it is inside, we may not have to fight, and we could just go in and out and not have to worry.
Well, in that case, everybody's going to not fight.
That's everybody fighting is the plan B.
It is easier for people who are invisible to not be seen in the cavern than people who are seen in the cavern.
They do have scent though, so be careful about that. And echolocation.
The concern was you'd get caught and wouldn't be able to get the kids out. So we take the whole group in, and if fighting starts, which it probably will because they have scent and the ability to spot things more easily than we're used to, we have the whole group there to engage in battle.
The whole group is going to effectively negate any stealth we have. the whole group is not going to get past. Is not likely to get past 2 patrols, plus not get caught in the cave entrance if you're only 15 feet behind us.
I mean, that's why we take the guard out.
And how do you suggest we do that without getting caught?
Well, there's one guard at the entrance. If we all surround him in a circle and start kicking.
Okay, and who's to say that the people inside don't notice because he cries out, or the people in the chapel don't notice because he cries out, or the guards on rotation don't notice because he cries out?
Because you're sneaky?
Okay, I can't reliably coup de grace an NPC. That's not how that works mechanically.
I'm not thinking about mechanics. I'm thinking about what you do in this situation.
If you all have a surprise round on someone, it is certainly possible to one-shot a individual NPC.
Well, yeah, but
individual
we're not all gonna get a surprise round.
The main problem is it probably wouldn't be quiet with how some of us attack. Mostly
Now-
me, because
And no, yours is going to make noise.
I mean I do have flame touch. I just never used it. It's
Well, I mean, if you do melee, then maybe not.
yeah, but it's also actually no, that used my spell attack.
I mean, your flame touch is going to have like a torch sound, but there's obviously torches inside, so that's not going to be suspicious.
Yeah, I also think that attack roll's wrong. Let me double
Now,
check that.
the sound of painful screaming from someone being burned alive will have some issues.
That's
Well,
when
if
they
you
get
burn
one
their
person to use their surprise action to cover the guy's mouth.
Well,
Yeah.
if you burn their throat first.
What you drawing?
Oh yeah, no, I have a plus H2. I'm not. I fucked up on that. Huh.
But the point is, it sounds like we're having the debate of we can't sneak in because if we get caught, we can't get the kids out. And so that leaves going in and attacking. It's kind of, we can mix the two up so that we have the most advantage, but at this point, going in and attacking sounds like the primary way of getting the kids out.
I actually think the best option is me and Ian going in with both with invisibility and disguise. If we get caught, we're more than likely to get out. If I got caught with Cry, that was a whole lot different than if I get caught with Ian, who also looks like a cultist.
I mean, we've seen what happens when you get caught with Cry, and Cry got knocked out. And
I mean, I didn't get
Almost
caught
couldn't.
with Cry. Cry got caught.
yeah, I'm just saying, Cry doesn't have a good way to escape after being. At least not that we know of. Cry also went through rebuilds since then, so I don't know how good Cry is at that now.
But regardless, I have the ability to disguise, you have the ability to shape change. Even if we do get caught, we have the ability to most likely bullshit our way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and Ein go in and scout.
I really do wish I had Misty Step though. God.
Anyone opposed to this plan?
Let's find a clean set of cultist robes.
Very good, very good. You guys intend to send Yasker with the books to town while everyone else goes to the temple, and Ein and I keep thinking of Cry, but that's Lunara sneak in. That's correct.
Sounds about right.
And he changes to
Yeah,
this
I
plan.
think so.
I think Wary will at least try to sneak to the cave using his burrow ability.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
It sounded like you were being sarcastic, but I know you're not.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm just not that
It was the
I'm frustrated
hesitation.
at you, but, like, not that I'm not frustrated at you guys. This has just been very frustrating. But that actually is a good idea.
I occasionally have them. And that moment we get there and discover that the entire cave has a soft dirt floor.
Oh, look at that. You're getting yourself a sneak attack back. Oh, nice. Alright, well, now that the plan has been chosen and everything is set, I know what you guys will be doing. I still have this entire dungeon prep, so I don't have to do any prepping, but I will call the session there. You guys had fun finally killing the Clifftide Lumber Mill. It's finally over. And,
God.
you know, we can go do
If
some
only
sneaky
there
stuff
Can,
next time.
can we kill
one
some squirrels on the
more
way to
cultist.
get? Can we kill some squirrels on the way to get some EXP?
No.
At level 7?
That'd be way too many squirrels. Also, squirrels don't
Yeah.
give you experience because they're literally not a danger to you guys.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You don't know what they do with their nuts.
Can I kill Ailey?
Ooh!
No.
Ooh!
First off, if you did kill them, they would just come back because they're familiar. Second off, that's
Exactly,
rude.
That's why I want to kill Ailey. Just free XP.
They're not worth experience. You'd have to kill Cry to get the experience, and Cry would kill you. Or at least try to. I don't know who'd win. But, you know, yeah, no, it would be bad.
That's actually,
Plus,
I would
if
like
you
to see
attacked
that.
Cry, all the NPCs would turn on you. Because suddenly you're attacking someone else of the resistance. And
No, I know.
yeah, I know
Obviously
you're
not
yeah,
serious.
yeah, no, you're not being serious, but if you did, whoever attacked the other person first would be the one they'd gang up on, and they wouldn't kill you;
Yeah.
they'd just knock you unconscious and figure out what the fuck
I'm
happened.
They would
surprised
do-
no one suggested to kill Wary for XP.
No,
You
they
are
would do.
not worth the trouble, and I know that I can hurt you.
Where is a bitch
They
to
would
kill?
do that one JoJo meme where they just sort of kick the shit out of somebody, and then somebody gets up to try to
Mhm.
stop the kicking, and then they join in.
Anyways,